Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the AFK podcast. We are on episode 45. Let's go.
Yeah,
Today we are joined
Yay!
by co-hosts Isaac and Nathan. I will be your main host, Daniel, today.
yeah,
And please don't forget that you can also watch this podcast on YouTube, Spotify, and Amazon Music. Our primary
yeah,
platform does seem to be YouTube at the minute, but we hope to branch these
Yeah.
all out.
yeah,
So, without further ado, let's get on to the gaming news.
yeah,
First up, we have some small Xbox news. Well, kind of small. These are big, but there's little of it. So, first up, a official partnership has been announced between Xbox and AMD on all future consoles and Xbox hardware. So, as you don't
yeah,
know,
Yay.
AMD is one of the leading kind of component manufacturers. They do stuff like, my processor's literally AMD on my PC. And they've also worked with consoles and such for a long time. I believe it's AMD's Radeon graphics, which are currently working with the PlayStation.
mm,
I feel
yeah.
like I remember that in a PlayStation Direct when they were talking about all that upscaling and stuff. That
No
just
clue.
made pretty
No
much no
idea.
difference. Yeah, I believe I remember that. As you can see, our other hosts are energized as always. And we
Wow.
also have some news on the MetaQuest 3 Xbox edition. This was a leaked thing, apparently. So there's no confirmation here. But apparently there will be an Xbox edition of the MetaQuest 3S. What does that
Why?
mean? I've got no clue. It's easy to push why. They've been pushing this for like the last 2 years, Nathan. Everything is an Xbox.
I
They've very much been pushing towards the Xbox more of a service than a console, kind of.
don't know what games you play on it though. Outside of just like,
Halo VR, I don't know. We know there's a lot of
oh,
Halo projects in the works right now. A Halo VR could very well be one of them.
that's what
Anyway,
they
this could
make
be cool. Let's
instead.
see. It won't be
I'll be a bit
instead.
annoyed.
But Nathan, I think we like wasn't it like 2 weeks ago we literally said there's like rumored 6 projects in the works for Halo.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. So
Brilliant, right? And now on to the other side, Team Blue, PlayStation Sony news. A game called Beat Saber. I'm sure you've all heard of it.
I
Never heard of
Yep.
it.
Oh,
think
cool.
I played it.
Will no longer be getting support on PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5. Yes, Nathan, you have played it on my Oculus.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, no, it will no longer be getting any updates and support going forward. What does this mean? I've got no clue.
Oh
I
well.
don't know why. I haven't looked into the official statement or anything. I just know that it is no longer being supported. So fans on PSVR, not a good day for you, I
The two
guess.
people on PSVR 2 are very
Yeah,
very sad.
nobody uses that platform.
Oh.
But no. And onto the well, let's keep with the PlayStation side of things. Marathon will also be getting delayed indefinitely.
Yeah, this
Is
game's
this a
never coming out.
PlayStation exclusive?
This is the Bungie
Yeah,
game.
I know it's a Bungie game, but is it a
Um,
PlayStation exclusive? I can't
yeah,
remember.
because Bungie owns
Right.
Sony owns Bungie. So
Yeah. Marathon fans, the two people out there, you're
I'm
not
not even
getting this
two.
game for a while.
Someone got a fan.
What a
Considering they
shame.
steal all their art. So
hmm
I mean,
And now onto the Sony side of things. Oh, sorry, you were saying?
well, it just yeah. I mean, Concord
Yeah.
bombed. This has been a very bad development cycle with the whole
Yeah,
art
it's not been
stealing
looking good.
and just bad stuff press around it. So I don't
I
think this game's
won't be
ever coming.
surprised if in a month's time this has been cancelled.
Yeah, I don't think this game's coming out.
But yeah.
Yeah.
And then moving on to the Sony side of things, Sony is interested in acquiring Warner Brothers Discovery streaming and games. This is a kind of branch of Warner Bros. They recently split into two. I can't remember what the other one was.
So they have the streaming it, and
I
then they
think
have
it was
the
yeah.
movies. I believe it, or is it Network
Yeah,
Television?
so the movies.
It's
So the
something like
games and the
that.
movies I think separated. Originally Sony was interested, but the other half was the deal breaker. However, with this, they are now open to acquiring it as soon as it's been split off from the part they weren't interested in.
And the one
So
streaming for
it's
anime.
looking likely. And that, yeah. So we'll see how that develops, but that would mean that they would have ownership of things like the Arkham games, if I'm correct,
Yep, Arkham
and
game,
all other Warner
Rocksteady.
Bros. Titles.
Um,
hmm
well, I could say
No longer
Monolith, but Monolith
multiverses.
is
They're a bit
gone.
late to that. They're a bit
Damn.
late to multiverses, so that's dead alright.
I can only think.
Multiverses 2, baby.
I think all they would get is Rocksteady
Yes.
Yeah.
and WB Games, but WB Games only
Yeah.
really makes. Their last game
I
was
mean, they
Gotham
get
Knights, which
access
is
to
big
things
as
like
fuck.
Hogwarts Legacy and stuff
No,
as
it's
well.
true. I forgot about that. Yeah, that's
So
a thingy.
hopefully the sequel isn't a PlayStation exclusive. I would like to
It'll
play
probably
it.
be PlayStation
But
PC.
anyway, Yeah,
every
true.
game
Actually, yeah, PC
nowadays.
gets everything now.
Everything's just
Right.
console, PC. Unless you're a Nintendo game.
Yeah, yeah, console exclusive,
Yeah.
then PC, and we just emulate those anyway. So, right. And speaking of Nintendo, let's move to Team Red. This week we received a Donkey Kong Direct focused on Donkey Kong Bonanza. Nathan, would you like to discuss
Yeah!
it? Seems I didn't watch it.
So, this game, when they announced it, I was a little bit, just a bit disappointed, I won't lie.
You want a
Because
another
everyone,
Mario
we were all
3D
thinking,
platform?
it's going to be 3D Mario game! And it wasn't. It was DK. Not to say I hate DK. Donkey Kong Country, some of the best 2D platformers have crafted, but, yeah. And then, in April, me and Daniel then went to play this game, and
It was alright. It ran a
I
bit.
really enjoyed it. The performance wasn't great, but it's not the finished game, so. But I thought the movement was really fun. The way the little it kind of gave me Astrobot vibes, and I kind of like that game. So
Yeah, I think
I
the
was
only
all
thing
for
that
it.
was like kind of jank was the destruction. It did feel a bit janky at times,
I didn't find it that janky. I think the most fun
going through the
was
terrain.
surfing. Yeah, the surfing on the rock was really fun, and like it was
That was
fun.
fun, yeah. Just tunneling though was a bit odd.
And then there was rumor. Actually, I forgot to mention this as well. I'll mention it afterwards. There was rumors of a Nintendo Direct this month, and it was this. So I was like, that's a bit underwhelming. So but also there is another rumor for a Nintendo Direct, either next month I think it is, but we'll have to see. So this one gave us so much stuff. We learned that Pauline is in this game as like DK's kind of companion, which is that's fun. People on Twitter are crying about the timeline. It's Mario.
Yeah, because
Why?
she's been aged down, so
Does that shit even have a timeline?
No,
I couldn't tell
no,
you.
it doesn't. People are like, bro,
This is the
Nintendo's
same man
going
that
so
said
against
in
the
like
timeline. It's like, no, like, bro, who the
this ain't the
fuck
MCU,
cares?
bro.
Like,
This ain't the Mario
Zelda
Cinematic
doesn't have a timeline.
Universe.
Like, Zelda has a timeline, but it's really complicated. I don't think even Nintendo
Yeah.
realizes they have a timeline.
Don't
So,
get into that iceberg. Come on now, we've got
So
a
yeah,
lot of other stuff to
Pauline's
do.
in this, and she's younger. My theory is this is a prequel. If this is a timeline, it's a prequel to Odyssey, and maybe Donkey Kong will help Pauline kind of in the future craft New Donk City, which is the level she appears in Super Mario Odyssey. So Pauline,
Good
that's
chance.
great. That's cool. It's different.
Has
She's
it been announced
Diddy
which
Kong.
team is working on this yet?
No, they don't really do that.
Okay.
It's the Odyssey
Still
team.
theorizing it's the Odyssey team.
It
yeah.
is. It has to be. But we've got to look at some of the new moves. Obviously, we've got the punch, which is a punch, a dive punch, which is just punching downwards, a roll forward, hand slap, which is how you collect stuff, and like that's how the sonar works, which I found really annoying when we were playing. I could not get the hand of that. Tearing off to kind of grab chunks of the surroundings to smash around places. Swing, tear up the terrain and whip it around to take out enemies. Oh, never mind. That's thingy. What else we got here? Chunk jump, which is a double jump where if you're holding a piece of rubble or something, you could use it to get a boost. You got a throw, turf surf, which is the surfing around on the rocks, which we spoke about. Is very fun.
Very fun.
And then the music, which was because when we played, there was music. That was how you kind of got rid of the tape, but it was a rock on his back. So I kind of like the focus with music in this with Pauline. Because the song from the trailer that she sings is very good. I like it. We got the reveal that Cranky Kong will be in this game as well as Rambi and Dixie and Diddy.
Didn't I say that?
Yeah, Cranky. I think we saw.
He was a secret character in the demo, and I found him.
And as Diddy and Dixie Kong, I believe is her other name. I can't remember.
I believe that's the name. Yes.
We just got to look at the transformations in this game, the power-ups, which are made from Pauline's singing. They're called Bananza transformations. We have Kong Bananza.
Oh, that's the name of the game.
A high-power transformation for smashing through surroundings with ease. So this is just your brute. Zebra Bananza, transform into a zebra, which is like your speed, so you're the Flash basically. Although you're not holding up women in sheds with shotguns like Ezra Miller. And then Ostrich Bonanza, which you can kind of float, I guess, or fly, and you drop egg bombs. So you basically shit on your enemies. And you get these from collecting gold chunks to fill out your Bananagy. That's fun. Got to look at the villains: Void Company, They look like villains for a game that you will beat and then probably
Just
forget
generic
about.
villains.
Yeah, like the
Yeah.
Mario Odyssey had similar enemies where I can't remember what they were called. They were bunnies, and they had really easy boss fights.
The rabbits.
Yeah, got more of a look at the challenge courses that they were really fun when we played them. The ones I played were really good. I really enjoyed them.
I only played one. I can't also remember it.
They're fun. There's gonna be skill points in this game, so a little bit of RPG elements, which I was like, damn, that's cool. Didn't think you'd be able to do this. Different costumes, so you can kind of mix and match, and
Mhm.
they kind of give you different abilities, which it's like this sounds like, oh, like this direct kind of shows that they're not just kind of going, here's a Donkey Kong game where you can kind of smash the arena, like area. Like there's a lot of stuff in this game. That's just kind of like it's
Yeah.
cool that it's here. Like the costumes, this menu is directly from Mario Odyssey. So this is the Mario Odyssey team.
Yeah.
Which so it's cool that there's like you can kind of make Donkey Kong and Pauline your own kind of style for them.
Oh
You
yeah,
can get these
personalization's always
yeah.
fun to make your own stand out when you share it and stuff.
We got to look at some collectibles. We've got Banandium chips, which is how you get Banandium gems. Gold, which is to buy stuff in the shop. Fossils, which is how you buy stuff in the style shop. Outfits, again, clothes, and then music discs. And yes, everyone, the DK rap is in this game, as it should be. We all love the DK rap.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Elevators, that's how you fast travel. Photo mode, they've been showing photo mode for ages. There's a co-op in this game as well, which is quite. I was like, damn, it's kind of cool. This one you can share to not only switch two people, but switch one people. So on Switch 1, you can play as Pauline and like shoot out a projectile of go.
This game's only been sold on Switch 2 though,
It's a
isn't it?
Switch
Does
2
that mean
only
it'll be
because you
like mainly
stream it.
running through?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it'll mainly be running through the Switch 2 console, kind of like Helldivers, where it uses the stronger device.
I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. Because that's just
I
the
like
game
that
share
sort of
mechanic.
system.
So that's nice
Yeah.
for.
I will be able
That's
to
just
play it.
like you didn't do include that. It's just nice that it's there
Yeah,
for like some people.
that's oddly not Nintendo like.
Difficulty
We'll take it.
options. Yeah, just difficulty. The
Mhm.
most unique thing that they showed off was DK Artist. This is where
No.
you get like So I don't know if you guys know. Have you seen the Super Mario 64 menu screen? Start
I
screen,
have
sorry.
not. I know
It's
nothing
Mario's
about
face.
it.
You kind of
Okay.
like deform it and stuff. It's like a 3D
Mhm.
model of it. That's basically what you do in this. You use the
Oh.
mouse to kind of like do 3D art. So if you saw the trailer, they showed off the bird that Dachi hates.
That fucking bird I hate.
Yeah, and it's just like you didn't need that. Like, it's just cool that this is here. So
There's a lot of passion put into it.
there's clearly so much passion. This is from everything they're showing. This is a Game of the Year nominee.
Oh yeah.
I don't think it'll win.
Yeah, that's
I
good
think
to hear.
Expedition will probably still win because it's.
Oh yeah,
But I
no,
mean,
that game is phenomenal.
this looks really really good. And then
I
we
need
got
you
to
to
look
beat
at
that game already so we can do the rest of the
I
review.
know. We got to look at some amiibo. I don't really care about amiibos anymore. I'm surprised they still make amiibos.
I'm
Honestly.
surprised they still do. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're cool.
I thought they died out.
I think it's just because the reason why like Skylanders died is because it's the amiibos are Nintendo characters, so they have a bigger appeal compared to a Skylanders character who does very little. But yeah, everything they showed off, this game looks amazing. I was talking about it later in the episode as well, but yeah, I'm incredibly excited for Donkey Kong Bonanza. This honestly should have been the launch title for the Switch 2, but yeah, and it's 70 quid,
Yeah.
so it's not 80, or I believe it's like 65 here.
Yeah.
I think it's $70 and then like 65-ish pounds in the UK.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
but from everything they've shown off, it looks worth it. So.
Speaking of money, however, there isn't a good ending to this Nintendo section, although I guess that depends who you ask. As $1.4 million worth of Switch 2 consoles were stolen, I believe, earlier this week. And yeah, that's a fair bit.
Yeah.
So someone's out there enjoying a lot of consoles that have probably been bricked already.
Oh, definitely.
I don't believe
They
I don't believe
must
the
have
US has
bricked
the
them.
same. Yeah,
I think
US doesn't
Nintendo
have
knows
well, even
where
then
they are.
consumer protection laws won't even protect stolen ones, so
I think
they've most definitely been bricked.
What was this? I think this was this in like Europe? Was it like Italy or something?
I think it was a US, considering it was labeled as 1.4 million USD.
But they could have just done what
I'd assume
most things
so.
do, where they kind of like change it.
True.
I feel like this was in Europe.
You know,
I don't know why. I'll double
either
check.
way, no,
This-
even EU like
so-
consumer protection laws wouldn't protect it because they technically didn't buy it. These are
Oh, no,
stolen
I'm just thinking
goods.
like
So.
Nintendo will know where they are, and they just go right.
Oh
Everything
yeah,
in this area,
definitely.
kill it.
No, they probably just have no. They won't kill everything in the area. They probably just have the serial numbers
Based
of
on
each device that
yeah.
have been in that
But
transaction.
it's just one to think about. Nintendo
Yeah.
launching a mass.
That would then
breaking
be
strike.
against EU consumer protection laws.
Some little kid caught on the crossfire.
Yeah, that would break many laws and be leave them susceptible to an even bigger lawsuit. So that would
Switch
yeah.
to stolen. I do. Where?
Let Nathan quickly have a look at this.
Oh no, it was in Colorado. Truck driver was
Right,
sleeping in Colorado, and they stole them.
Bro's
That's
truck
better.
stop and yeah, went to the truck stop and yeah,
Hmm.
unfortunate. And now moving on to some Sega news, old school arch nemesis of
Best publisher right now?
Nintendo. There were some accidental leaked sales for a plethora of games released by Sega and developed. So we have a fair few statistics here, with the biggest one being Persona 5 Royale
Royal.
at 7.25 million.
Yeah.
Pardon, Nathan, I didn't hear you. You said something about Persona 5 Royale.
Royal.
Royale?
Good. It's good that it's sold very
Okay,
well.
on to, yeah, very, very good number. Another one, Sonic Frontiers at 4.57 million. Not too bad, not too shabby. Team Sonic Racing at 3.5 million. Yakuza Like a Dragon at 2.86 million. Sonic Superstars at 2.43 million. SMT
Shin Megami
Vengeance?
Tensei
What's that supposed
5,
to be?
and then
Shin Megami Tensei 5
Vengeance, which is like 5.
Yeah, 2.11 million. So that's just like the definitive
that's
edition.
2 games combined, I
Yeah.
believe.
Persona 3 Reload at 2.07 million. Metaphor at 2 million. Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth at 1.66 million. And Like a Dragon The Man Who Erased His Name at just under a million at 960,000. Not too bad with all those
Sega
titles.
is doing well.
Yeah,
I do
no,
wonder how
they're
much
living it up.
Sonic X Shadow sold, because not only because Sonic Frontiers had the hype of the first and the second movie, this one had the hype of the third movie, which did a lot better in the box office, and it obviously had the wave carrying on from Sonic Frontiers. So, and Shadow is better. So.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll ask Sega to accidentally leak some more.
Yeah, give us some more sales, please.
It's always fun to see sales numbers and stuff, but yeah.
It's just cool,
And
especially for like
keeping
Sega,
on-
because a lot of these games were released not that long ago. Like I
Yeah.
think the oldest game here is I don't actually know. It might be Team Sonic Racing.
I believe that might be.
I
Would
might
it be
be
a
wrong.
man who
I do
erased
not
his
remember.
name? When did Team Sonic Racing release?
Team Sonic. It might be 2019. Yeah, 2019. I think Man Who Erased His Name was 23
That was like
because
a
I went to go play
2020.
it. Well, I could have played it
Yeah.
early and reload.
It was 2023. So yeah, I
So
think
yeah,
that was
I
the
think
last one in
Team
those.
Sonic Racing might be the oldest one here. Which honestly, I had no idea Team Sonic Racing was that popular.
Oh, oldest, right? I thought you said the most recent.
Most recent one is Metaphor.
Actually, yeah, it would be Metaphor, wouldn't it? I forgot about
Because we don't have the Like a Dragon pirate game on it yet.
that.
Which
True,
came out in
yeah.
February. So Sega is, in my opinion, currently at this very moment, the best publisher. They do not miss. A lot of these games on here, bangers. So, like, yeah, it's just cool to see they're doing well as a third party, and maybe Xbox will do the same in the future. So we'll see.
Yeah,
But Sega keeps playing Sega. They're doing very well.
Keeping on track of Sega, however, there have been some non-leaks, actual confirmations. First being that Persona 4 Revival and Stranger Than Heaven will both release in the fiscal year of 2027 or beyond. So, earliest you can expect is April 1st.
Yep.
As the fiscal year goes between April 1st and March 31st of that year. So, yeah, a little bit of a wait for Persona fans and Stranger Than Heaven.
I think Stranger
For
Than
people
Heaven
who are
will
looking
probably
forward to that.
be. I'm gonna predict. Stranger Than Heaven is. That game looked quite well on. I think that's probably.
Persona 4 is going to be the
Summer?
second of these two easily.
Next year. I think 4 is. But P4 is probably like late next year, early 7. Because that game looks really early. But also it's a remake, so you don't need to. Like, you have the story, you have everything. You just need to just kind of change the assets and stuff.
I'll say the earliest that one of them, I don't believe Persona 4 will be ready by
No, I think Stranger Than
April
Heaven
1st,
is.
2026.
Stranger Than Heaven
Stranger
will
Than
be
Heaven
quickest.
has the chance to be ready-ish around that time.
I first said like July, maybe
Yeah.
is the earliest for Stranger Than Heaven.
It said beyond, so I think
But
Persona
yeah.
4 is very, very far off it still at the minute. And they're just kind of
Mm.
playing it safe. They don't want to get ahead of themselves like a lot of
Yeah, because that
companies
trailer
do.
was the most like, fuck it, here. Take the fucking trailer.
Just
Move
shut
us
up,
along.
please.
Yeah, trailer ever.
That's the duality of gamers, though. We complain when something gets announced too early, and then we complain when nothing's announced.
Yeah.
But yeah, duality of man. Not everyone can be pleased, and not many people are pleased about this next thing. Borderlands 4. This seems to be quite a recurring game on the podcast at recent times, as it has found itself in yet another shit show. As well, the first thing on this list is the collector's edition, which will not include the game as part of the purchase. Instead, it will only include an Echo 4 statue, a Vault symbol necklace, a map of Kairos, a set of 4 double-sided lithograph art prints, and shift codes for 5 golden keys in the game. And this is for, I believe, 160 Great British pounds for us.
That's funny.
160 Great British
That's pretty
pounds,
cheap. That's pretty
$150.
cheap.
How
So not
much?
only will you have to buy that, you will also have to buy the. Is it how much is the game? 80 quid?
70. They were gonna go
70
80.
quid. So
And
yeah,
then
that's like
Exford put back up.
230 quid if you buy the collector's edition and want to play the game because yeah, it's
That's
incredibly ridiculous. And on top of that, pricing is getting incredibly out of hand with games as the Super Deluxe edition will be priced at 120 Great British pounds, which will be roughly $160 in the US, if not more.
Honestly, I just don't understand how people like. Do you
I
guys
don't
buy
see.
digital deluxe editions on
No.
release?
I
I buy them on sale.
I'll buy that
That's the best way
deluxe
to buy it.
edition. Like the one I'm gonna buy is Jurassic World Evolution, but that's because it's like 65 quid.
Mhm.
It's less than most AAA games nowadays.
Yeah.
But as like super expensive ones, absolutely not. No,
Like
this is like the most I'm gonna reach out.
I think the
I'll
last one
buy
I
deluxe
bought.
upgrades later on when
Hmm.
it's on sale, like you said. But yeah, it's
I think
ridiculous.
the last one I bought on day one was the Spider-Man 2 because it was like £10 extra and you got some more stuff in it that I wanted. So, but £120
I know.
for a game that I mean, people have said it's good, but
Oh yeah, no,
it's not
we've been hearing like things
£120
it's like
worth or
better than
160.
1 and 3.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wouldn't be willing to buy any like the price that it's at. Like this is just very much a sale game in my opinion because I'm not too interested in Borderlands.
No.
But yeah, no, I am really fed up with the state of current. Like, bro, imagine how much the Vault edition of Black Ops 7 will be. That's going to be this price, if not
$500.
more.
$500. That's too cheap.
Last one was 100. Last one was 100 quid, so
Not a bad
120,
game.
130 seems doable.
Yeah.
But
That would
yeah,
just be base edition.
honestly, Borderlands in terms of pricing and money and communication has just been awful at the minute, especially with was it the Gearbox CEO
Yeah,
who
Randy
said all that
Pitchford. He was
stuff?
like,
Yeah,
honestly though, he was right.
true fans will find a way to buy the game, and
He has a point. They will. Like,
oh yeah,
Yeah.
because they're brain dead.
Even if it's
they're fans.
absolutely
So
terrible.
yeah, they're blinded by the
Yeah.
love of the franchise. So
The
they'll
silly
pay
fans,
90.
should you say?
Yeah,
Because I'm
they'll
sure
pay
there are
80.
fans of the game who are
Oh yeah,
financially responsible. But
but
yeah,
the
unfortunately,
die-hard
they feel
Borderlands fans, those would
Mhm.
they would pay
Will be
for it.
Yeah,
found on the
what's wrong with you
streets in a
guys?
few days. Yeah.
So yeah, if you're a
Honestly, if
Borderlands
you're
fan,
that
what the fuck are you
stupid, you
doing?
deserve to lose that money. But also, it's just terrible for us because it shows sales. If they keep making sales at this price, they're going to keep the price, and yeah.
If you're a Borderlands fan, I'm sorry. You know, 3
Yeah.
wasn't very good. You had the movie that made them want to kill themselves. Like, bro, Halo
Nah,
fans
movie
and
were
Borderlands
movie were good.
fans,
Trust me.
they might as well just end it. So actually, don't.
Well,
Hopefully Halo goes up. Well, if Daniel's just disappeared, then let's move on
my
to the
dad's
next
shouting
topic.
me for no reason. Right,
Okay.
let's go. Lies of P. Let's go to some good news. Lies of P has sold 3 million copies. Obviously, big boost from the recent DLC Overture, and also accessibility options with allowing difficulty. As I say, this is something that FromSoft games need, but yeah. It's just a spill of the tea. But yeah, very, very well done. And as a thanks, the staff have all been given a $7,300 bonus
So it's 500.
on top of a Switch 2 console and 2 weeks paid vacation.
Wow.
Very, very much well deserved, and I hope they're all proud of themselves. They've done a great job. I've seen some of that game, and it does look really good. I do want to try it at some point. It's on my wish list. I say the DLC's been really well received. The difficulties have been well received as well. Apparently, they're all very like fine-tuned to keep the game experience good, like well balanced and enjoyable. So yeah,
Nice.
take
It's
notes,
good to see a game
FromSoft.
that's is clearly got a lot of passion behind it do well, and the
Yeah.
people who have the passion are being rewarded for that passion. And a hot take here, guys.
Exactly.
Hot take. I know.
Passionate developers are usually a good thing.
So
Right, and let's move on to another recent topic. Resident Evil 9.
yeah.
There has been confirmation via a message from the game director, Koshi Nakanashi. I think I butchered that. To Square Enix Platinum Ambassadors. I'm assuming that's just the ambassadors of Square Enix Platinum, but or is the actual group called Platinum Ambassadors?
Google it.
I could not tell you. But this has confirmed that Leon Kennedy will not be the protagonist.
Doesn't mean he
That
can't show
doesn't
up.
cross him out as being a character or a playable character, but he will not be the protagonist. So,
Interesting.
yeah. Either way, I'm sure Resident Evil fans are still excited for this game. No, Leon Kennedy's not a bad thing for them because, well, look at Village and Biohazard. They did fine.
Yeah, although I
And they
know a lot
followed, I
of people don't
believe
really
it's
like Ethan.
Ethan Winters.
Yeah. Like that
Yeah.
fucking video. Don't come find me. She needs my help. Everyone's what I've
That's just
seen
silly,
from Ethan's
things.
like dialogue. It's pretty bad.
Yeah,
But hey,
goofy.
Resident Evil. The appeal to me is the goofy
Resident
writing
Evil's have
characters.
goofy dialogue anyway,
So,
yeah.
like,
No thanks, bro.
I don't. But I mean, I could
Where'd
see.
everybody go?
I know
Bingo?
people. I think it was the demo that people got to watch. They were like, "There's a familiar character." We mentioned this last week. So maybe
Yeah.
maybe like Leon's like a mentor, or maybe he's
Possibly.
like Ashley or something, where he shows up for like certain missions to kind of like maybe near the
Oh,
end,
yeah.
but you do not play as him.
Mhm.
He's just like
Okay.
a side character who obviously he knows Raccoon City because well he was there. If they're going to RPD, maybe there's something there, but
There can be some relation there,
yeah.
but we'll just have to wait
Or
and
they
see.
set him up for like RE10. So
Yeah, possibly. End credits.
bro's gonna be bucking a wheelchair by RE10. Old
Mhm.
as hell. But
Backflips on the wheelchair. Happy wheels, bro.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater type shit. But
Exactly.
I'm excited
That'd
for
be great.
RE9
That'd be a
now.
great mission.
So
Yeah.
this is gonna be
I
fun.
mean, yeah, I've been getting back into 4 today, and I've been enjoying it. But yeah, and keeping on track with returning characters, GTA 5's Michael, Trevor, and Franklin, so the respective actors, Ned Luke, Stephen Ogg, and what's Franklin's actors? I've
I
just
think it's like
completely
Sean.
blanked.
That game, that guy, the guy.
It's
Let
like
me go on
Sean,
my,
I think.
let me go on my Instagram real quick if it would work.
Sean Fonteno. Or
Sean
Fontino.
Fontana. Okay, that sounds right.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I think that's
they
right.
all would like to return in the next game, GTA 6, for one last score.
It's like a DLC. Or something.
I would love this. This would be like even like just a little Easter egg, maybe just something that gives us a bit more of them because I really enjoy their characters in 5. The kind of odd, chaotic dynamic really works well, and it would be nice. And as I say, it's nice to see Stephen Ogg also getting back involved with GTA 5. Obviously, there's kind of a misunderstanding and a rough patch between him and the game. I think his main problem was kind of being recognized solely for that, if I'm correct.
Yeah, he was like, I've done other stuff. I
Yeah.
don't want to be recognized as just Trevor.
Yeah.
But it's just like, he was really good as
It's
Trevor.
nice to acknowledge the fan base,
So-
yeah. It's
But-
still nice to acknowledge your fans, though. And I think that kind of got misinterpreted, like, along the way, like, as in neglecting the fans.
Yeah.
But yeah, either way, there was a lot of things with it. But yeah, it's nice to see them all together and wanting to return. I'd love that. But yeah.
You can also watch
And
the
now
whole
for
interview.
the
There's a Comic Con
Yeah.
thing where it's done to. It's
Channel.
just nice to see them. Like I said, it's just
Yeah.
nice to see that he does clearly love this franchise's character. It might be something going off with his personal life, but it's nice to see that
Yeah.
they are all friends. So it's good, and I would love to
Right.
see them return.
And of course, we could have ended this wholesomely, but no, I have to rant about some shit. So we got some Ark updates this week. A brand new expansion pass has been released, pre-purchase with day one content, and a new expansion Ragnarok. And well, one of the unexpected things was Keith David, probably a very very notable voice actor. Main thing I know him for is the Arbiter.
This is a man who
He
knows how
is,
to marry his cousin.
yeah, he is in the Ark Ascended Lost Colony DLC. And possibly Arc 2, as I have no idea what his role is at the minute, and it doesn't seem there's any official statement on who he plays or what.
Daniel, Arc 2 doesn't exist.
Mhm.
Remember that.
Well, you say that, but we actually got some Arc 2 asset footage in this
Oh, wow.
trailer as part of the cinematic involving, is it
Intrigue.
Mika? I think the Vin Diesel's daughter in the game, played by the Moana voice actor, and her talking with Helena as like a Homodius summit. Either way, it's confusing, but it's just like reminiscent, with a few flashbacks to Arat Prime, which will be, I don't know how this is going to work, but animated by Mappa. This DLC is a lot of confusion to me. But yeah, the thing that I would like to rant about is the pay to win elements in this. Shocker, yet again, there's more pay to win in the game. So this is all available now if you purchase the season pass, and let's get into it. A tech bunker, a legitimate way of meshing. Obviously, meshing is a big problem in Ark anyway. Always, every patch note is like, oh, fixed mesh hole and stuff like that. But now you can do it legit if you spend £30. Basically, you just if you place it in a big area, you can dig into the ground and it gives you like a cubic space underground that you can use. This can be raided by getting it to 20% health, in which the enemy players can now access it. You can just build a bunch of shit in it. It's big enough to fit like a few replicators in and stuff. I couldn't tell you the exact size. But yeah. And the next thing I'd like to talk about is the skill tree. Yeah, Ark now has a skill tree. And it is locked behind the
Crazy.
£30 expansion pass yet again. If you'd like to make
Even
your way up to
crazier.
slide 2 real quick, I have put all the skill attributes and stuff which you can unlock here and highlighted some of the most OP ones. Including a natural health regen boost up to 300%,
Crazy.
a ability to phase through tamed and wild creatures for 15 seconds, along with double movement speed. You can make what?
Sorry, no, keep going. This is TV news, but holy fucking shit,
Right.
TV breaking news. But keep going.
Send it to the thing. But there's another ability in which mounts can become spectral, meaning no stamina cost, untargetable, and immune to dismount. Up to 30% imprint bonus, which people who have suffered through breeding and mutations in Ark know that that can be very OP. Reduces to repair of items and structures by up to 30%. It's all incredibly broken, especially on like official PvP and such. And you can get it all for £30, and if you ain't gonna spend that, well, tough luck on you. You're gonna suffer even more.
Good.
It's
Keep
all
playing
incredibly
Ark.
scummy.
You said it.
There's a few other things like a template builder, which is kind of, I'm assuming them experimenting with that template building they want in Arc 2. A new Fantastic Tame, and a new DLC creature expected. But yeah, and I'm just, I don't see why there's so much pay to win stuff, but hey, they just want to make money, and I don't respect this company at all. Wildcard Snail Games, I'm really sick of you. Which is a shame because the UE 5.5 update was decent. Like, I think this is like the first time I've seen a UE 5 game fix the stuttering. And the Ragnarok expansion is really good. Like, they've added a lot more to that map. They've reworked a lot of things. Brand new boss fights instead of the double boss. There's like an actual unique boss on it. So there's like at least a little bit of passion, but then these business decisions are just absolutely awful. And yeah, it really makes me regret being so addicted to this game. But yeah, that is your monthly arc rants. They seem to be more and more common recently. But yeah. And I believe that covers everything for game news. Now,
Yay!
let's move on to film.
Batman.
Starting off with some news I think we are all very excited
Well,
about.
Isaac, because you've
The
not seen it
Batman
yet.
Part 2. Oh, has he not seen the
He's not
What?
Batman?
seen the first Batman.
Have
Come
you
on.
not seen the
No, I've
Batman?
not seen the Batman. I've
Oh,
not
Oh,
seen the
damn, I
it was
Batman.
on
bloody had already.
Netflix.
I recommend it. It's
peak.
really good.
I'll watch it at some
It's
point.
3
It is
hours.
one of my favorite comic book
of
movies.
go. It's my third.
I already watched the film today, bro.
Yeah.
So?
We're not
Watch
saying
another
today.
one.
I'm not. I don't want to watch another
Watch a
one
better
today.
one. This. Well, Batman one anyway.
Not better.
Anyway, moving on. Okay, well, let's keep up with the thing.
Yeah, Batman.
This will begin filming in January 2026 once Robert Pattinson has finished
What?
filming Dune 3. What?
Whoppet. So he said Whoppet.
My mic bug out or something.
He suddenly said Whoppet. Whoppet's
Oh, cool.
Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson. I did say Robert. It's my
That's
mic bugged
funny.
out. But yeah. So yeah, very exciting news. Obviously, there was always the worry recently over it not even getting put out, like not greenlit, because it was looking quite dreary. But I'm glad that it's managed to be resolved, and we'll be getting a sequel, which hopefully will live up to the first one.
Yeah.
I'm very intrigued what they do.
But it's been fucking
And
years.
sticking with DC, a lot of DCU news. So we'll start with the small things first. Supergirl has been renamed from World of Tomorrow to Supergirl.
Like
Just
Superman
Supergirl.
Legacy was Superman Legacy, and then they were like
Yeah.
Superman.
No, it's just
So.
Superman, yeah. So yeah, they're going for the short but sweet titles here.
Mm.
We don't really know much else about this. We'll see how it goes. And let's actually go back to Batman real quick. James Gunn has stated that he is not interested in the DCU having a funny and campy Batman. My
Now,
interpretation of this is like he will
Adam
act
West.
serious for the most part, but he will have undertones of like comedy and stuff, kind of similar to like Brave and the Bold.
Or Kevin Conroy. The best
Yeah,
Batman.
Kevin Conroy is the
So, yeah, I think what he means is like we are not having Adam West Batman. We're having
yeah.
because like Batman he's not serious all the time. Especially because if this is like
obviously
Damian Wayne Batman, he has had the Bat family, so he will have opened up a little bit more. So he must be a little bit nicer or more like just not grumpy all the time. He will make like dry humor.
I'm
I guess.
interested to see how that'll work. But yeah. And I can fully see that. I mean, obviously, Batman's supposed to be serious because he's a symbol of fear, but he does also have a lot of comedy and like snarkiness, wittiness to him.
Yeah.
But yeah, so looking forward to seeing how that goes. And the final news is that, well, no, not final news. Tom Rice Harris, I think I've pronounced that right, has been cast as Clayface in the DCU. I think, is it a Clayface upcoming film?
Yeah, it's about.
So Clayface film, yeah. I think I remembered seeing that, but I wasn't sure. So yeah, and you know what? I think he fits the bill quite well. I know Nathan, you didn't think.
I've not. Seen
I don't know his acting ability, but from his appearance alone, I can see him fitting the role of like, what's Clayface's like real name?
I can't remember. I hope it's like that.
But the actor.
Is it the animated series? I think Batman the animated series episode was Clayface, or is it? There's an animated arc of Clayface which is good. I think it'll be like that. I would like to go back to the Batman thing real quick. We were discussing this before. There are two things I want with this Batman. Okay.
Yeah.
Black and grey. Sorry, black and grey. Blue and grey suit. That's just more fun. And this Batman, he doesn't have the scene exactly, but like the scene from Justice League Unlimited with Ace on the swing. He needs moments like that. That is what makes Batman.
There's moments that make him human.
A human being, instead of just how Zack Snyder saw him, which was just
costume.
He's the Punisher. He fucking brands criminals and makes them kill each other. He beats up kids' parents in front of them because he is just edgy. It's like no.
As long as he basically, I mean, from what I've seen, James Gunn's doing everything like opposite to Snyder, which is a good thing in my opinion.
I'm sure his Batman will be like more like Kevin Conroy. I hope the one he takes inspiration from is Kevin Conroy. It's to me, I don't know, millions of other people
he's my favorite
interpretation of Batman.
Yeah.
When I see Batman, I hear Kevin Conroy's voice. So, and I think it'd be nice.
And now for the final, And now for the final bit of DCU news. Superman's first 30 minutes have been shown at a preview. and early reactions on social media calling the film damn beautiful and incredibly unique.
Good.
The flying sequences being labeled unique as they make you kind of feel the speed of Superman, which, we'll take it. James Gunn's quite good at portraying these things. I'm immediately kind of thinking of Adam Warlock, like how he was kind of depicted with speed and stuff, like in his flying scenes.
Yeah.
It is James Gunn, so it'll probably end up being very similar to that. But yeah, and apparently David Corenswet has been labeled so good at switching between Clark and Superman and has incredible chemistry with him and Lois Lane. What's her actor called?
Rachel Brosnan, I think her name is.
Rachel Brosnan. Right.
I think that's
So yeah,
how it's
apparently
said.
they've got really good chemistry, and he is incredibly good at switching between characters. Which, hey,
Good.
we've seen a lot of good performances like that. Could this be a
Absolutely.
rival in likes of like Oscar Isaac and stuff? 'Cause he did incredible in Moon Knight.
Let's see.
I'm trying to think of other characters that switch between personalities.
What to say. But
Yeah,
I'm just happy. Just
let's
like
have a wait and see.
this is most anticipated film of this year. Like James Gunn doesn't
I'm looking
miss,
forward to it.
and surprise, surprise, he ain't missing. So yeah,
Yeah,
it's gonna be nice.
the
I'm
local
glad to see
cinema is
Superman out
getting
there.
a lot of money from me in the next few things because I'm gonna
Like in
try and
July.
catch Jurassic World before I go on holiday.
You got
I'm gonna have to wait a
Rebirth,
few days after Superman releases to watch
Supes,
it.
and then Fantastic Four the
'Cause
week after.
and then yeah, Fantastic Four.
Which
So yeah, a lot to go see.
I mean, Superman blows both of them out the water for me. Like, oh, I'm so excited for this.
Now Jurassic World will still probably
It's
sell the
just,
most. Not gonna lie.
I hope it doesn't.
Fucking obsessed.
I
It
hope
will.
Superman does the
It's
best
a Jurassic.
because
It's a
it's
Jurassic World
different, but
movie.
it's a fucking yeah. People need to stop going to
Yeah.
see them. Oh my god, there's too many. Ah,
Yeah. I'm gonna see this one anyway. I've got higher hopes for it than like Dominion and Park 3.
I'll probably skip it. I'll go watch Fantastic Four because I kind of want to see what they can do with that.
Yeah.
Because I like Thunderbolts. So, but
Yeah.
and I want to see because this is obviously a different timeline. I want to see kind of how that links
Mhm.
into the post-credit scene from Thunderbolts. But
True. Yeah.
that's what Thunderbolts did really well. It got me excited for the next film,
Mhm.
not just the next sequel to
Yep.
Thunderbolts. So
And while we're on the topic of Marvel, and on Thunderbolts actually, the Thunderbolts director has been set to direct the upcoming X-Men film. I'm quite happy with that. I really did enjoy Thunderbolts, as you were just
he's got
saying. It was quite good.
style, pizzazz.
hmm
He's got.
And I think that could really bring a lot to this X-Men film,
Mm.
as he's kind of very skilled at dealing with kind of nobodies, which means we could get a lot more unknown, or like, not unknown, but underrepresented?
Lesser
No,
known.
there's a word for it. Yeah,
That's my
yeah, something like
quote.
that. There's an actual term for it.
I said that.
But yeah,
You stole it.
sure. Anyway,
I
but
fucking wrote
yeah,
it down. He's deleted
could
it.
be very good.
Stealing my quote.
And
Wow.
fucking hell, right. On to other things. The Punisher will be in Spider-Man Brand New Day. Is this like actually confirmed?
This is the Hollywood
Oh yeah,
Reporter,
via
which
the
is one of
Hollywood Reporter. Oh,
the
that's a very, very
Hollywood Reporter and
reputable source.
Variety. And there's another one, but I can't remember what it's called.
hmm
But those two are like
Yeah,
the. So I think everything else we've seen, like this next one with Shang-Chi, I don't think
yeah,
it's fake. I think it's fake. I think this Punisher thing
yeah.
is the
No
most true
chance.
thing that we've seen for this film so far.
No, I think
Yeah.
if this is true, it'll probably be post credits leading up to like Secret Wars or Doomsday.
Maybe. I mean, people
Yeah,
point out, which I
so we know
didn't know this.
Shang-Chi's involved in that.
Punisher is involved. Punisher was introduced in Spider-Man comic,
hmm
so maybe they could pick
Not to
inspiration
mention
from that.
John Bernthal and Tom
But
Holland have his. They both
yeah,
helped each other with auditions for Marvel.
oh, I didn't know. But
So I think yeah, it's a very fun little fact.
I don't think Shang-Chi will be in it. I hope this is street level, and
I
because it
think it'll just be
releases before
yeah.
the Doomsday now because it's got delayed. Was it delayed to December or something?
Hopefully it's not co-starring. Hopefully it is just post credits or something.
Or he looks like a cameo or something.
That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
maybe. Yeah.
Maybe even like in I just I, do you have it for the? Oh no, mind. It's in TV shows.
Yeah.
Can we talk about it now? The Marvel TV stuff. It's how they're changing their approach because it
Yeah,
links
go
into
on.
my point with Spider-Man. Because they're saying
Mhm.
they want to focus on grounded street level series. Story, sorry,
Yeah.
like the Netflix shows. So I think what they might
Mhm.
try and do with the street level characters is kind of set up
Mhm.
something maybe with a big bad, maybe Kingpin.
Yeah.
I've not seen Born Again, so I don't know what kind of happens with
Um,
Kingpin.
we can't see direction that that's going until season 2 comes out.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you. And I don't know about the comic
So-
it's based off, so.
Maybe they're gonna try and set up stuff with like these street level characters like Jessica Jones, Punisher,
Yeah.
Daredevil, Spider-Man, because he's a street level character. And then big events for the movies. So I think maybe they'll try and set up like what Grogu's doing, Mandalorian's doing with that movie.
Yeah.
Like they're pulling everything together. Maybe that's what they'll try and do. I mean, that'll
Mhm.
probably be more
We'll
exciting
wait
than
and
the
see.
multiverse stuff.
I mean,
but
what
yeah.
Marvel said a lot of things in the past. Like they said they'd slow down. They didn't slow
Mhm.
down.
They said they
I
were gonna
would
make
like
Armored
them to do this
Wars. They
though.
didn't make Armored Wars.
Yeah.
They said they were
Yeah.
gonna make
Ah,
Blade.
they're making Armor Wars. Wait, no, it's not Armor Wars, is
It's
it?
funny you say
What's
that, Nathan.
Ironheart?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
But
That
no,
looks,
that comes
that
out
looks
soon,
it,
doesn't
yeah.
it?
Yeah,
I don't have Disney Plus, so I'm not gonna watch it.
7th,
But
I think.
I would watch it.
yeah, but it's funny you mentioned Blade earlier, Nathan, because reportedly Blade is back in development, aiming at a
I do not
2028
believe
release.
it.
Let's
I
go.
don't believe it.
I don't believe it in the slightest. This thing, even if it is
Kill it,
true,
man.
it's probably going to get cancelled again.
Please.
Blade fans are never going to have a happy day.
Like, I love the first Blade
That's just
film.
the
It's
unwritten law.
one of my favorite comic book movies because it's just, it's 90s action to a T. And like this, I was excited for because Mahershala Ali is a really, really good actor. And then it will have been 7 years, I'm pretty sure, maybe even longer since they announced this thing. I believe it was announced. Oh no, I think it was announced 2019, so even longer. It'll be almost 10 years since this thing was announced when it comes out.
Yeah.
That is insane. Cancel it.
Blade things, bro. Blade's going to be out to Rivals. Like, no, even then he's delaying that.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
He's
he
just
is.
running around the map.
I'm not sure when
Yeah,
Blade was
because he's
announced.
woken up now. I think last time I checked, he woke up or something. But he's I don't know, gone to the bathroom
Blade
or
was
something.
announced in
And then the game we're still
2019.
waiting on. When's the Arcane Blade game
Um,
coming out?
There's no date on that. We've only got the. I thought we were
Oh,
going to see that this month.
so that'll probably be a while.
I think we'll probably
So
see
we're
that
still
again.
probably waiting a while for that as
My
well.
prediction is probably September. We see that again.
Hopefully towards the end of the year.
September, early next year.
I would like. Come on, we need at least one Blade like thing to come out.
Yeah, well, please. I love Blade. He's awesome.
Yep.
I mean, I only really know from
And
mostly
that's
side films, but
yeah. And let's keep on the Disney track kind of with this next piece of news. The Rey-focused movie for Star Wars has been put on hold.
no.
This will now be making
Oh,
way for
oh
Sean
no.
Levy's Starfighter, which will be starring Ryan Gosling,
I fly.
and James Mangold's Dawn of the Jedi. These will both be released before this Rey solo film. And
Rey Skywalker's my favorite character.
yeah, I don't care. I've lost a lot of interest in Star Wars recently. The only Star Wars stuff I'm interested in is watching Andor at some point,
Oh yeah. that's
and
awesome.
also the Jedi games.
I think the only thing I'm interested in now is
'Cause I want to
just
see how that goes.
I'll finish the Jedi stuff because I would like to see how it ends, but I'm not that excited because I was a little bit disappointed by
You have
Survivor.
such a distaste for Survivor. You
I
have
don't.
such
It's
a
just
horrible distaste for that game.
I give it a
It's so
7
good.
out of 10. It's just
I know, but every time you talk about it like it's just like a cold you have or something.
it's just like it disappointed me. I just didn't get what I was kind of hoping. Like
The
I
only
think the
thing that I got
combat's
disappointed
fun.
from that was
I
the
didn't. I just
antagonist.
thought the story wasn't very good. I was not intrigued by the story at all, or the twist. I thought the twist was just like yep,
Act
it's
one
okay.
was good. Act two was where it
The
fell
villain
off.
was
Act three
yeah.
was really fucking good.
The first villain was bad, and then
Yeah.
the second villain
Mhm.
was just okay. I think the best thing about Survivor was the Darth Vader scene because it's Darth Vader. But
Yeah.
I think the combat was also really good. That was the
Yeah.
the best thing. But it's just like, and the performance was really bad. But it's just
Yeah,
like
performance was a valid complaint, yeah.
Survivor was just a game that I played that year. So
And we also got New Worlds, which I liked. We didn't get
yeah,
like,
it was
Tatooine or Kashyyyk.
terrible launch, and then like a story that I was just not intrigued in at all. But Vader's cool.
Right. But yeah, so that's the on movies. We somehow got into gaming, but yeah. Now to take a bit of a different turn. There are currently 5 directors being eyed to direct the next James Bond movie. These are Edward Berger. Nathan, as I say these, would you like to list like a film they're known for?
Conclave.
So
Or
Edward,
All Quiet on the
yep.
Western Front remake.
Denis Villeneuve. I think I pronounced that right.
Denis Villeneuve.
Villeneuve. Villeneuve, right.
Dune 1, Dune 2,
Yeah.
Sicario, what the fuck's it? Arrival, Blade Runner 2049,
Mm-hmm.
Sci-Fi
Edgar
Doc,
Wright.
the Cornetto trilogy,
Edgar Wright.
Scott
Yeah.
Pilgrim vs. the World, Baby Driver,
Baby Driver.
Night in Soho, I think it's called. I'll talk about after the
Jonathan
movies.
Nolan.
He
Yeah.
wrote The Dark Knight Rises, or Dark Knight and Dark Knight Rises, Interstellar. Did he write Inception? Was it Tenet? He's Christopher Nolan's brother, in case you could not tell from his
Yeah.
name.
No. And finally, Paul King.
I don't actually know what he's. Oh, he's director
He
of
doesn't-
Paddington 1 and Paddington 2, which
Oh, peak.
two of the highest rated films on
Peak.
Rotten Tomatoes, and then
Peak.
Wonka, which I hope is pretty good.
Yeah. So we got some good directors in this thing.
Very two different styles.
Yeah. I can see all the styles kind of working for a Bond film, though, depending on the actor.
It just depends, yeah, what they go down. Like, do they go
That's it.
down the Daniel Craig grounded route, or the kind of Roger Moore, Sean Connery kind of
Yeah.
like more goofy, well not goofy but campy, I guess you could say, route.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like Edgar Wright, but
Kind of like dialed up charismatic Bond,
Yeah.
or like kind of a little more low key, subtle charisma Bond.
I think
But yeah,
they've not
either
done
way,
anyone here.
we won't know because they will not cast a Bond until they have a director and a written script. So,
Makes sense.
yeah, we're
We've
probably
not
not
seen a James
seeing
Bond
this
film, have you,
film for another 3-4 years, and we're probably not seeing a cast Bond for like a year or two. Has
Isaac?
Isaac not seen any Bond films?
No, not really.
Damn,
Oh, fair
I'm
enough.
sad.
I mean, I've only seen
I'm not a
parts
big
of
Bond fan, to be honest.
I reckon
I've
we'll
seen
listen to Casino
parts of
Royale.
like Daniel Craig ones. The only one I've watched fully is No Time to Die, so I
I
kind
grew
of
up
just
watching
skipped a lot there.
Bond, so that's why I'm honestly
My parents are big fans, and I just never grew up watching it.
just Edgar Wright. I don't know. I mean, he's making an action film that's a bit more, I guess,
Yeah.
with Running Man, which comes out this year, which everyone should go see in cinemas because it's Edgar Wright. Which maybe that can. I just can't see him directing a Bond film.
I'm gonna have
Like,
faith. I enjoy a lot of these
I don't
like
want Denis
directors and
Villeneuve.
what they've made.
I no, don't know. Maybe Jonathan Nolan, just because Tenet has like really cool action set pieces
Yeah.
and all other movies that Nolan's made. So I would probably pick him of everything.
Yeah.
So, well, maybe
Mhm.
no. I'm gonna go Paul King. I think that'd be really interesting to see the Paddington director
Right.
direct a James Bond film.
That would
Right.
be pretty interesting.
Yeah. And now for our final bit of film news: a Death Stranding animated feature film with Aaron Guzikowski, I want to say, on board as a writer is in production. I think this is good. I've not played Death Stranding, nor do I know about it much. But I know video game adaptations that expand the world are quite interesting. We don't know what it's about yet, but I would assume it might be a prequel to Death Stranding, which could be interesting. So, if we want a professional opinion on this, well, not professional, but
Played Harry.
fan opinion, we'd probably have to get Butterworth, yeah.
He's the only one who's played it.
But well, do we think he'd be available like he was last week? No.
No.
So yeah.
No.
If he ever hears this, he can just leave a comment or something. We'll pin it. But yeah. And that is our last piece of film news. Now onto TV, in which Nathan has some breaking news, apparently.
Why am I singing the Mario Kart theme? So
What's wrong
I
with
was
that?
scrolling on my phone while Daniel was talking about Ark, and I found out we are getting a Kaguya-sama Lovers War TV special. A new
Oh,
one.
boy.
The
let's
Stairway
go!
to Adulthood. This is my
wait,
favorite show.
Does it say what it's going to cover, or?
I don't know. I don't think we have much to do that.
Hmm.
So they just announced
Or is
it,
it like
which is Kaguya-sama Lovers War: The Stairway to Adulthood, which is a
TV
TV
special, though, not a new season?
They've given us a key visual.
Could this mean we might get a new season, though?
Additional details
Send
about
me
the new
this.
anime, such as staff. I'll put it on the thing now. There.
For those who don't know, Nathan's a big fan of it, but I'm the only one who's actually read it all.
Yeah, because I just like the director.
He's only watched
the narrator. Sorry.
narrative.
Yeah,
Let's have a look at
it's in
this.
Japanese. So I need to translate it real quick. But yeah,
Right,
Lovers War is my favorite
oh,
show of all
translate.
time. But yeah, no information. So I don't know what. Oh, Hayasuka has shorter hair.
Oh, I think. Also, we might get one of my
So I
favorite
don't
arcs
know.
covered. Hold on.
This is a TV special, so I'm guessing will it be like the movie maybe then, like just a short season?
If it's a special, I can see, but it skips a whole like, a couple arcs. So maybe we will get a new season, which
Yes.
we'll bring up
Stop
later.
making the
This is
solo
the-
leveling and make this instead, because this is cool.
In fact, you know what?
This is
Because
the
of
real
you've said
shit.
that, I'm gonna skip to what I added last. So if you just skip to these slide 27 real quick, I'm just gonna bring this up now. We have a lot of upcoming anime news expected between July 3rd and July 5th or 6th, sorry. So on July 3rd, we'll be getting news from a Mappa panel, which the only thing confirmed here is Chainsaw Man Rezark news.
Yes.
Obviously, that'll be coming out later this year globally and earlier in Japan. There's also rumored Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3. We're expecting something about that this year, at least. And some news on Hell's Paradise Season 2, which I'm kind of interested in watching. I know, Nathan, you've watched at least a bit of this.
Yeah, I've watched a bit and I've read the manga.
Yeah.
The manga's better.
Oh, yeah.
It is.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's from Mappa July 3rd. Aniplex will be there with, like, most expected being solo leveling and Mashal information. Could also get some Kaguya-sama there. You never know. And then Cloverworks as well with Spy Family Season 3, most likely. Seeing as that comes out soon.
I had to finish season
Oh,
2.
that's just
I
that
got
comes
to
out soon.
halfway through.
Yeah.
It's just Spy Family is the kind of show where I can't binge it. It's so
That's fair.
samey. It's just like it kind of all blends into one big Spy Family ball. So
Yeah.
not doing well.
Yeah, July 4th we will have it's expected some news on Demon Slayer season 4,
Season
Bleach
4.
1000 Year Blood War Kurfor. I think I used that word right.
What's it?
Some news on the Cyberpunk new anime, which I'm looking forward to. And from Warner Bros. We should be getting some JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Steel Ball Run
Warner Bros. Ooh,
information.
Sony. Wait, what
Yeah.
do you mean by
Mm-hmm.
Demon Slayer?
Kurfor. Oh, Demon Slayer season.
Because it's the films now
I
doing.
don't know. This is
It
what
might be the film we're talking
I
about.
don't know.
Because season 4 is already out.
Yeah, this is just what it was labeled
Yeah.
on the post I saw.
It might be the first film, which
And then we
hopefully
will
comes out.
also be getting some news from A1, which will probably include Solo Leveling, Licorice Recoil, Mashal,
It will
and
definitely.
Copium, especially after that news,
Kaguya-sama.
Kaguya-sama.
It's so
If that okay, all I'm saying, no spoilers. From that promotional thing, it looks like they've skipped an arc or two. I think we might be getting another season.
Eventually, additional
When's this
details about the
expected
new
to come out?
anime, such as stuff and release. The thing, because they call it anime, I think immediately show, but no, it means
Yeah.
everything. But that's all we have. It's just it's coming. It's like
It's a special production. Hold on.
just give
Oh, CD
us
special
season
production.
4, please.
I just want a new season.
Please.
If they skip
Shit's
over
so
one of my
funny.
favorite, if they skip over one of my favorite arcs, and it will also, if this is the case, I think it will also skip over some important stuff for Ishigami's arc,
He's the best.
which is
No,
incomplete.
he's the greatest fictional character of all
Yeah.
time.
So obviously, the movie left it still unfinished.
Because it ignores all of it.
So it will skip over the end of his arc, which is really good. So essentially, it will skip over my favorite arc and the ending to one of my second favorite arc. So yeah.
So Isaac, basically what we're saying is ignore every anime we recommended to you and just watch Kaguya-sama Love as well.
Actually, I think this will skip like
How about
three.
I just
It is
ignore
one of the funniest shows ever.
I think this will skip over 3 arcs then.
Well, that's
possibly
hard to say.
4. Hold on, I'm
But
trying to remember. I reread this all recently, but
I sent it to Sam and I said, don't send it to Daniel. That's like I was gonna put it in the group chat, but it's just nice. The show is so good.
From that, moving on to July 5th, something that might interest Isaac a bit more. Some more news on the One Piece live action.
Oh.
We will also be getting some news on One Punch Man Season 3, hopefully, and Dr. Stone Cure 2. Don't see why I keep using French words in these things, but okay.
Do you think it means
Cure.
no,
it's like, you know how Spy Family had like Cure 1 and Cure 2 before they had Season 2? No. It's just kind of parts. Okay, we retarded. But anyway.
I wasn't watching.
And then July 6th, there is a Jujutsu Kaisen special event, along with Kaiju number 8, new cast reveals, and visual reveals.
Wow.
So yeah, a lot of anime news coming up in the next few weeks.
Let's have the
Getting back on track without skipping because of that breaking news.
Oh.
We've already mentioned the Marvel stuff, which leads on to another Marvel thing from Daniel RPK, that a new Jessica Jones show is reportedly in the works. Would make sense considering her return in Born Again. And I wouldn't mind it. I enjoyed the first season I watched Jessica Jones.
I
think it was really good, so yeah. Yeah, no, it's got David Tennant in it. It's really good. And now on to Invincible news, one of our favorite shows. We all really
Invincible.
enjoy this, and we're looking forward to this.
Invincible.
They have cast a voice actor for Thrag. Very,
Jack
very
Black.
big
I thought it was
character.
Throg.
If it's
Um,
Jack Black, I'll go. You'll see, Nathan, but just know he's a very important character.
And
Yes.
The conflict with
Freddie
Viltrumites is
Mercury.
really going to ramp up this season.
Good.
And you should be very worried for where Mark is headed. Now, of course, I kind of know plot points for the comics. Isaac, I think, does as well.
I know what's coming.
Yeah. So yeah, we
Yeah,
are.
yes.
I'm very excited to see this. I'm very, very excited. And yeah, the show will apparently have some of the most complicated animation sequences so far.
They're gonna move the arms
Honestly,
on the
hopefully.
PNGs. What?
This show deserves
It needs a big
so much better animation. I'm hoping that they have been given the better budget and stuff. And I'm really looking forward to
Yeah.
season 4.
They need a bigger
Yeah.
budget because the
Just cut
Conquest
the budget
fight.
of Rings of Power.
Yeah,
Nobody
don't do-
likes that. Give it
I
all to
know
Invincible.
no one who watches Rings of Power.
Exactly.
Even when it comes out, I don't think anyone
The
talks
only
about it.
the only person I know who speaks about Rings of Power is Moist Critical, and he always like talks absolute dog shit about it.
I've seen the first episode; it was really boring. And then me and my dad, we were just like, "We're not watching this." And then found out it cost like what 100 million per episode or something insane. Just like,
Yeah,
bro,
it's
Invincible
ridiculous.
deserves that money.
Give that money to Invincible
Yeah.
because that is one of the best shows Amazon has.
Then let them go back and fix the funeral scene.
It's the best. But yeah. So that I believe covers all our news.
Yeah, Kaguya-sama.
So-
Kaguya-sama.
Yeah, I hope we get a new season of that because I really enjoy
That's
it.
the best news we've had all week.
On to the main topic.
Oh,
So
reviews.
what
You
do
can
we not
do
leave
review.
that to the
Gotta
end?
do my
usually?
We
review.
review the review and then we do the main
To the
topic.
end. Right. Okay. That's a weird new formula.
I think that's how we always do it.
Okay. I swear we used to do them towards. I mean, we usually put them within their
So-
respective sequence.
Don't talk about spoilers. Because we just
Yeah,
do
no
No,
spoilers.
okay.
And
I won't talk about
don't say
spoilers.
spoiler. No spoilers. So the character dies right here. Like Game of Thrones.
I've heard of one thing which I would like to ask
Yeah,
about,
yeah,
but I'll wait till you've done your review in case you know.
Yes, feel free to ask after. So, first of all, I went into this movie having obviously watched the other two movies, so I knew the background. What I didn't know is there's a lot of stuff online which hints to this movie. Like, there's a whole website with like transmissions and certain maps and stuff, which does link to the movie. And it's not necessary for the movie to have read these and watched these things and listened to these like voice clips and stuff, but it is cool. I do like when films and TV shows sort of link it to real life and you can do your own exploration and digging into the universe at least. Overall, the film very good. I might say it's the best so far. I would have to rewatch the first 28 film though, 28 days. It's definitely better than 28 weeks. Everything is, but I will have to rewatch 28 days to know for certain. It's very good. I liked all the characters. As far as zombie sort of universes go, I find this one very interesting. I think it's quite realistic as to what would happen, I feel. One thing I will say is that there's a lot of dicks and a lot of boobs.
Yeah.
They're really
I'm
like that
talking
18
like
rating.
16 inches worth.
Oh,
Like,
Venom. Damn.
Venom, bro.
like a
Goddamn.
lot, bro. Like a lot.
Like a
So-
rating.
Yeah.
Mm.
It is really good. I really liked it. It does a good job of showing how, well, realistically, what would happen 28 years later. How Britain would change, as it's set in Britain, of course, and how the sort of world has changed. It's shown, most of the world is shown through a young character's perspective. So there's a few funny bits where, a character that understands what the world used to be like says something and the kid doesn't understand. It's a bit funny, but it's not a humor film.
It's
If you
not
know,
like
you know what I mean.
kicking your legs in the air.
Humor.
Ha 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 ha. Like that.
No.
Chuckle like
But
that.
it is a bit of a nice comic relief, let's say.
Yeah.
Overall, I
moment.
found the characters really good. Infected really good. and just the whole universe really good. The story's really good. The ending is a bit strange, but it is a part
Yeah,
one
that's what I want to ask
to
about.
the rest. So I will definitely watch the next part when it comes out. So what is your question, Daniel?
It's about the ending. I've
If it's
seen a
spoilers, then
comparison. No,
If
I'm not
it's
gonna have spoilers. I just want to know if it has the same feel. The common thing I'm seeing is it feels like something out of Power Rangers. Is that an accurate
Okay,
description?
yes, minor spoilers. I'm not going to go into
no,
major spoilers, but minor spoilers here.
Just do it afterwards.
I'm just going to say it is like the Power Rangers, but that does tie into the universe and the
Right.
story. So
Okay, that's not spoilers.
it is relevant.
That's very intriguing.
I've seen
Right.
the ending because
I
everyone was
think
talking
I
about
know
it.
which direction
I've
it's
not seen
heading,
the ending. I've not seen the
and
ending.
I kind of like the idea of it. But I guess
Mm.
we'll see when when the next film comes out. So out of 10, I'd give this film a 9 out of 10. Honestly, I really enjoyed it. As far as
Oh,
zombie
fair.
films go, it is definitely up there for me.
Yeah.
And zombie media in general.
Even though
The story, the first part of the story, really good. Really enjoyed it. It definitely like the survival sort of themes and aspects. Second part of the story, it could be comparable to, I don't know, minor spoilers again, a bit of The Last of Us.
Mhm.
But you'll see when you watch it. I wouldn't really say it is a rip-off of it by any means. It definitely stands up on its own, and yeah, 9 out of 10 I think is a fair score for it. It is really good.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. As I've been hearing mixed things, like it's really good, and then like other people like it didn't live up to my expectations. So
My
yeah.
parents said that it was good, but they didn't really expect what was going to happen throughout the film. I said that I didn't expect it, but I still enjoyed it. Like it was very good.
I think
And I think everything that's done works quite well.
Okay.
I think with the
I'm
ending,
still just
it's kind of
thinking
maybe
how
like how, because it was
I
obviously
want
this
to
is
go
a
with this
part
film.
1 of 3, kind of like
Yeah.
how people don't like the ending of Across the Spider-Verse because it sets up the second one as a cliffhanger. Is that what it's this very cliffhangery ending? Is that spoiler?
It is, and it's also strange, and it's as the Power Rangers thing. It's a very different sort of tone right at the end.
Yeah,
Like it.
I've heard that from a lot of people.
I can't say too much,
Yeah,
What
but
it's
the
okay.
it does feel a
fuck?
bit different. You watching it now?
I'm reading someone describe it, which makes
Yeah,
it
we'll
probably
talk
even
about it
worse.
after we recorded.
It's
Goddamn
To,
right.
yeah, when we can explain it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Uh-huh. All right.
but yeah, 9 out of 10, definitely really good.
Hmm. Okay. Interesting. Right.
Yeah, won't be better than
Well,
Sinners.
we got. Is there any more reviews that we got left, or
No.
is it just that
I
one?
think that's it. I don't think anyone's really watched anything else.
Yeah, I don't think I've beaten any games or
I will
watched
for
anything.
next week. I am going to watch How to Train Your Dragon live action tomorrow, which I have heard good things
Oh,
about.
yeah.
Actually,
So
Harry
I
went to
will
see that and he
for
gave
next
it.
week. I'll give my review on that.
Harry, who was talking about for
So-
ages, he's not
Okay.
going to go see it. Went to go see it.
No,
He gave
it's
it 4
just
stars.
yeah.
Mostly did.
You give
That's
it
5.
yeah,
Which is like an 8 out of 10. So
right.
I'm not gonna. It's like it's just the top reviews on Letterboxd are just like this movie will go crazy on anime, but also one of them is just they really just hit that Control C Control V, which just makes me go, I own the anime one. I'd rather just watch that. And
Yeah.
I'm not crazy about How to Train Your Dragon like you two
Yeah,
are. So
I
love
no,
How
I
to Train
love
Your
How to
Dragon, bro.
Train Your Dragon.
I like it.
It's one of my favorite films, top 5 films.
But
Right, well, reviews out of the way. Let's move on to the main topic. It is already 9 p.m. Goddamn.
main
Right.
topic.
Jesus.
Main topic.
The main topic this week is our most anticipated games for the remainder of 2025. Obviously, we're nearing the end now. We're halfway through. So, what games are we excited for? There's no E3 season anymore, so even though E3's dead, we have quite a few games releasing this year, and I think we know pretty much all the games, just its release dates, which we don't know for most of them.
Although now
So,
we
have you all got your
Jesus.
list?
Yeah.
No, I forgot.
God damn it.
Mate.
I have
I'm
the
gonna
I have
throttle
10, 9,
you.
and 8, and I have 10, 9, and 8, so we can start.
Right.
Wait.
Okay, so
As in your 10
I
and
won't
8
lie, I've
left.
not ordered mine.
I just don't have 10 games right now, but I
How
have
many do you
most
have?
of them.
Do you have 7?
6, 7.
Okay, well, I'll go and then Daniel can go and then
We
we'll
can
go to
start.
yours.
Yeah, I'll go last.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't order mine because it's kind of difficult, but I
Are
was
we
put
gonna
one
do
at
it how we
10.
normally do, where I go 10 and then or because Isaac hasn't got the
Yeah,
last
let's do
3,
that.
we can't. So
I'm getting there.
let's just
I
say our
think
list the whole
Isaac
way
beat
through,
it.
because I mean, not all these I can really say too much on because the game ain't out yet. It's just like it looks cool. So
Yeah.
my top 10 multiplayer games for the rest of this year. At number 10, a game coming out in 4 days, I believe, or is it 3? Okay, I forgot this is the. It's already out. It's out in Asian countries. It is Persona 5: The Phantom X. This is a free-to-play gacha Persona game.
Mhm.
However, everyone has been saying up to release like it's a very consumer-friendly gacha game. Like it's not fully pay. Like obviously it's pay to win, but like it's not horrendous like something else would be, like Honkai or something. So, which is nice,
Yeah.
and it's Persona. So like, ooh, hypnotize me. Let me play Persona. So I'm excited for that. Number 9 is Hell Is Us. This is a action game. This just looks really intriguing. I just want to see what it is. They put a demo out for Steam. I don't know why not for PlayStation or something. Okay, I thought it was a PlayStation 5 and PC. It's on Xbox. So I would like to play this game, but it just looks interesting.
I'll have a look at that real quick.
Number 8, we have Skull. Just want this game to be out. Honestly, like I've not waited as long as other people have, like Dom, but yeah, like this game has GTA 6 levels of hype for an indie game, and
Mhm.
I just want to see what Team Cherry's been cooking up for what 6 years it's been since they announced this game, 2019,
It's been a while.
Probably.
and
It's been a while.
yeah,
I think it is 6 years. Yes.
and we actually get to play this
That
year.
Hell Is
So
Us game. I don't think your PC would be able to run that demo. Not
it's on
gonna lie.
PlayStation.
Okay.
That's why they announced it. That's why I thought it was a PlayStation only. Number 7, we have Luminous Arise. This is developed by the Tetris Effect team. And if you've never played Tetris Effect, you're missing out. Tetris Effect is one of the greatest games ever made. Gorgeous art style. Oh, incredible soundtrack. One of my favorite soundtracks ever. And Luminous, I was talking to someone who played this at SGF, and they were saying how it's like the way the music kind of works into the game. It's almost like hypnotic. They were hyping it up, and I was like, that sounds incredible. And I've never played a Luminous game. I never even knew this franchise existed until this got announced. And it just looked cool. And I've heard it's cool. So, yeah. Number 6, Pokemon
Fair enough.
Legends ZA. The first Pokemon game to be running at 60 since Pokemon Emerald in 2004, which is insane. You've not played Legends Arceus, have you, Daniel?
Nope. I played a bit of it last night actually, because my brother gave me a
Oh,
Switch and just said, "Oh, try it out if you want."
yeah.
So he's been getting back into it.
It's Legends Arceus is
So I
one
ran
of the best
around,
Pokemon
caught a few
games
things.
in years.
I would like to play it once he's done with it. I might ask him to
Yeah, I
give me
recommend it.
the
It's definitely one of the better ones.
game card. Yeah.
It's the best Switch Pokemon game in my opinion. And this one is taking that formula and okay, I say expanding. It's fucking Game Freak, so probably not. But this game looks cool. I like Kalos. I've always thought that region was really cool. It was just too bad the X and Y games were pretty mid. But yeah, this could be quite interesting. Hopefully, so and it's Pokemon, so I'll book it anyway. Number 5, Ghost of Yote. Maybe it's number 5 instead of in higher, which I feel like it only just should be. It's just because we haven't seen gameplay yet. I want to see proper gameplay to see how different this is to Tsushima. Because I obviously from the trailer we saw like some like sickle nunchuck thing, guns, but we will see gameplay next month, which is nice. But yeah, all I need to see is gameplay, and then maybe it will go higher. But what to see. But it's Sucker Punch. It's Ghost. It's gonna be a banger. Number 4, Sword of the Sea. You guys haven't played this game. You definitely should. Journey. This is the people who made Journey, and you ride around a sword as like a surfboard. That's cool. We will be playing that. It comes out August 19th, so not too far. And I believe someone else has played this I spoke to, and they said it was interesting. They said it was good. So yeah, I just love Journey, so that's why I'm excited for this. And also they developed Abzu. I think that's what it's called. I believe that's on Game Pass. I don't know if you played that.
Abzu is very. I've not personally played it, but I've watched playthroughs of it. It is very good.
Yeah.
I mean, playing it is basically the same as watching. It's not really like a. It's not. There's not loads going on, but it's good.
Right, now go back to your list. Top
I've
3.
done it.
Ninja Gaiden 4. This looks peak. This looks really fun. I have said for a while in this podcast now, and I know Daniel, you agree with me. Souls-like action games are getting boring. We need more hack and slash focused sword games, and this is exactly what I've been asking for. So it looks cool. It has aura. Team Ninja is a very good developer. I believe Platinum Games is working on this as well.
Yeah, Platinum Games is involved.
And
Yeah.
Platinum Games made a little game called Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance and Bayonetta. So you might not have heard of them. But yeah. And I own
Never
the
heard
first
of them.
Ninja Gaiden. Well, I played the original NES, and I own the first of the remakes of reboots. Sorry. So I would like to play that before 4. But this game looks really cool. Top 2. Number 2 is Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. We got to play this early, back in April. Oh, someone just spawned in and they died.
That's not really shouting. I'm gonna go tell them off. Hold on.
But yeah, me and Daniel went to play this early, back in April, which feels so weird. That was over 4 months ago now. And it was really fun. The game looks gorgeous. It sounds gorgeous. I'm a big Metroid fan. I have not really played the Prime games. I've only really played the 2D Metroidvania games. So I definitely need to beat Remastered, which I own and I played a bit of. But yeah, Metroid Prime 4 looks peak. From what we played, it was peak. So I'm excited to play that. And then number 1 is Bonanza. I could easily see this being my game of the year. This is the most me game ever. This will be my Astrobot, I think. From everything it looks like, I think this could be my Astrobot this year. Yeah. Donkey Kong Bananza is my most anticipated for the rest of this year.
Yay.
Daniel!
Right. On to my top 10. It was kind of a mess to put some together because there's like a lot which I think money's mainly my big problem, so I can't really be. I'm not exciting myself for games because I know I'm not buying them day one. But from what I've got, my number 10 is Dying Light: The Beast. I really want to get into the Dying Light games. They look really fun. The Beast looks really good from all the trailers we've seen, so yeah. And I only need to play Dying Light 1 to get into it, so yeah, not
Yeah.
bad.
Although 2 is good, I would argue. 2 is
Yeah,
fun.
yeah. I'll still play it, it's just I'm waiting for that one to go
1
on a
is
bit of a bigger
better
sale.
story.
Because you
Yeah,
can only
so-
buy like a certain edition of it on Steam. But yeah. Number 9, another game which I need to beat the first one before I even think about playing it, but again, it looks really good. And from what I've played of the first one, I'm excited for it. Ghost of Yotei. Just by a small developer called Sucker Punch, so yeah, not too much to get excited for, but yeah, no, I'm really looking forward to this. It looks good. I enjoyed Ghost of Tsushima, especially the environments. I'm sure this will do just as good. But yeah, my number, this will be 8, is Pokemon ZA. Obviously, I don't have a Switch 2, so
It
I'm
will
not
be on
going to be
Switch
getting
1.
the good version of this.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I know it'll be on Switch 1, but I'm not getting the good version of it. But I don't really care, to be honest, and I won't be buying it day one. I'll probably wait a bit. It won't go on sale because it's a Nintendo game, but I'll get round to it when I get round to it. I still just enjoy Pokemon games, though, so I'm a sucker for that kind of world.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
That's the thing
another
with
reason.
Pokemon. It's just like, no matter how shit they are, it's
Yeah.
Pokemon. Like, it's okay. It's
I've
okay.
I've grown up on this my entire
Yeah.
life, so.
So,
Now on to games I can confidently say I'm looking forward to and will be trying to buy as soon as possible. Gears of War Reloaded. I am so looking forward to this remake or remaster. It looks great, and I really enjoy Gears of War 1. So yeah, that will be a cop immediately, and it looks really good. And it's not a £70 remake.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had something in my throat. But yeah,
What do you even say?
reasonable price, and yeah.
You might couldn't even pick up what you
Definitely didn't
said.
say Delta.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely didn't say Delta.
I was contemplating putting that in my top 10, but I thought,
I'm not excited for
no.
that because of the price.
The
I would be if it was
price.
reasonably priced, but no. No, fuck that shit.
Yes, there's other stuff that looks cool.
Yeah.
Not to say sneaky is
Now,
bad.
On to my number 6, we have this game I don't think either of you two will have heard of, but it's called The Mound Omen of Cthulhu.
No.
It's like a
Never
survival
heard.
horror game built on like hallucinations and stuff. Like it looks really cool.
Oh, it's because it sounds
I'll,
so familiar.
I've shown Nathan this in the past, but he has a terrible memory. So it's by a team called Ace Team, I think. Oh no, they have made a few things before. Being published by Nacon. Again, never heard of these guys. But the trailer looks really good. It was shown at an event, I'm fairly sure.
This shot of
But yes.
Cthulhu looks really familiar. Did they show this off at an Xbox thing?
I think that might have been where it was.
Oh yeah, reveal trailer.
But
It has
yeah.
an Xbox logo.
hmm
And maybe it
But
must have
yeah,
been then.
it's like a very Lovecraftian like co-op horror survival, so I think it could be really fun, especially what they've shown off so far. So if gameplay matches it, like pretty much exactly then, which I think they have pretty much shown off gameplay in the reveal.
Oh
But yeah, I'm
shit, I
looking very
forgot
forward
game.
to that.
I forgot Witchbrook.
No, we do it. Oh, there you go.
Oh, that's cool.
hmm
There you go.
Now, on to my number 5, Hollow Knight Silksong.
Yep.
Obviously, I'm not the biggest fan of Hollow Knight, and I'm about to get crucified for that, but I did enjoy it.
Yeah, at least you've beaten it.
Not as
I'm
much as
only 10 hours
others,
in.
but yeah, I've beaten it. Yeah, I got the main ending, and I did enjoy it. I do look forward to this. It's a prequel anyway, so you don't need to beat Hollow Knight to get it. I'm fairly sure.
Yeah.
I was talking to Dom about this the other day. So yeah, and it's like probably one of the most anticipated games of all time, if
Yeah.
not the most
Yeah.
memed.
How
But
many
yeah,
hours have you played of Hollow Knight, Isaac?
About 5 or 6.
Oh yeah, I forgot you
yeah.
did play.
Remember, he beat the
Yeah,
Mantis Lords. That last thing I remember.
Yeah.
I forgot you actually did
I
play.
think
it.
out of us, I have the most time probably. 'Cause I
You're the
beat
most.
it.
I have like
Yeah.
I think 10 hours. I
You
got.
go check how many hours I've got.
I think it
Hollow
was
Knight
10 hours I got
H,
into
H,
it.
H.
I mean, Hollow Knight is
I
very,
am
very
on
good.
30 hours.
It's just.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
fun.
that's-
It's just
I
I prefer the
don't
Ori games, so.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh,
Next
Witchbrook.
one is kind of released, kind of not, but and I won't be buying this version, but I'm excited for when it does come. Ready or Not on console. I really enjoyed Ready or
I
Not.
will
Me,
play
Nathan,
that.
Don
I will
played it.
get that.
And yeah, if you get
Is it
that, I
crossplay?
cannot wait to replay this. Pardon?
Is it crossplay?
I
I'm guessing
believe
it will
so,
be.
yes.
Good. That game is really fun. Sure, we
It
waited
is really
ages for it to
fun.
go on
Yeah.
sale, and then it went on sale for the percentage
After we
bought
bought
it,
yeah.
which we knew would happen.
It was sod's law, but hey, you're welcome, people, for getting it to that low. It wouldn't have gone that low if we hadn't bought it.
But it's really good.
But yeah, no,
It's
it
what
is
Siege
really
thinks
good.
it
And I look
is.
forward to being able to. This is kind of like Phasmophobia all over again, where the console release is gonna like rejuvenate it for me, because I actually have more people to play it with. So yeah, that's my number 4. Number 3, a game that you might not have heard of again. I've mentioned it to you both. I think particularly Isaac. Long Drive North. It's another
Have you?
kind of like. I've mentioned this to you, yes, and Harry.
Oh.
If you go Google,
Oh.
it's like a co-op
No,
RV
no,
similar
yeah,
thing.
no, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it like a survival
It
game?
looks, yeah.
Is it on
It
PC?
looks.
Or
I
is it console
believe
as well?
I don't know if it'll be coming to console. I'm not sure,
Explore and survive the
I'll
harsh
search
American wilderness in the long
but
drive.
it's definitely coming to PC because I'm wishlisted it already.
It said they're only on PC. Right, on
Yeah.
backlog.
Okay.
No, my laptop will explode.
To be fair, the
It doesn't look like that
requirements
mandate.
are a third gen i5, 8 gig RAM, and an RX 580 with
Hunt
4
and kill to
gigabytes
survive all
VRAM.
alone or with up to
This
4
game is not
players.
going to require much at all,
No
so you
zombies
may
or
be able to
monsters or
run it.
weight, just an immersive driving experience. Okay, good. I was looking at this, I
Yeah,
thought,
all
oh,
I
it's
can
like
see
zombies.
is people
there's no-
saying, "We hope it comes to Game Pass." That's basically it.
Ooh,
hmm
is that good or bad? Sorry, whenever I
Good,
hear people
because
say
they
that,
want it on Xbox. They're hoping it
that was like a
comes on
Game
Game
Pass
Pass day
game,
one.
because I
No.
actually no Game Pass, PS Plus.
It is a bit. It is a bit of a
yes.
Game Pass game.
I don't know why I'm just looking. I don't know why I'm just excited for this game. I couldn't tell you.
That's not a terrible
I have the
idea for a
most.
game.
Yeah, I have the most
I'm
unexpected, like anticipated games sometimes.
I know I'm taking over a bit here, and this is not one of my anticipated games because it does not come out this year.
Mhm.
Long Dark Black Frost. That looks really good
Oh yeah.
because it's a long dark but multiplayer, and I'd 100% play that with you and Harry, Daniel. I think Dom wants to play
Oh
as
yeah.
well,
I
so
need to get
I
into
feel like
Long
that'd be
Dark
really
first
fun.
because I've bought
The
it but I've
first
not
long
played it
dark is
yet.
good, but it can be quite boring at times.
Tedious at times, yeah.
So
I can imagine.
yeah, it's just a lot of walking.
Yeah. It's funny we're mentioning survival games though, because that brings me on to my number 2. As you all expected, Subnautica 2 is there. I am looking so forward to this game. Me and Isaac both, I believe. We'll put it this way: I send him the developer logs whenever they post them, like straight away. And the last one looked really good as well. I'm really liking the looks of the environments.
Yeah.
So yeah, Subnautica. I mean, what my last YouTube channel is pretty much entirely built around Subnautica.
You hear that car
So yeah.
outside?
Yeah, I can hear
Yeah.
it. You're acting like we didn't hear that yesterday as well. We just get that's a common recurrence where we live. But yeah. And then this leads me on to my number 1, which I had literally sent like I think 10 minutes ago something to the podcast chat because we're getting more of a look at it on, I believe, is it Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday 25th of June, so I might live stream that. Jurassic World Evolution 3. I love this franchise, even though the movies get more and more like dog shit each time. I love the games, Jurassic World Evolution. They're really fun. I've spent so many hours, so much money. I'm buying the deluxe edition of this. I'm pre-ordering it. I don't care. It looks so damn good. I mean, I've already like glazed this already in one of the previous episodes when it was first released.
Yeah.
So yeah, you already know my excitement. That is my number 1. There's my top 10 most anticipated games. As Isaac finished his list.
Yes, Isaac has
Okay,
finished
let's
his
go.
list.
Time for Isaac to read out his list.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so my number 10 might seem a bit strange. Okay, might seem a bit strange.
Gonna be Honey Pop or something.
And it's Death Stranding 2. Now, I have not
Oh.
played the first Death Stranding game,
That's a
but
curveball.
yep, but it's mainly because I ran out of other games.
Oh.
But actually, genuinely, I do really want to play the Death Stranding games. I love Norman Reedus, and I've heard great things about the first one. The second one comes out quite soon, and from the trailers I've seen on it, it does look really good. And yeah, I do really want to play both of these games. So the trailers got me hyped to play the first one eventually when I do that. So yeah, that's just kind of just figured I'd put that on there at number 10. Number 9 is a game that's been mentioned already, Silk Song. I do actually want to revisit Hollow Knight and play through it again. After doing my second sort of playthrough of it where I stopped, I have been thinking maybe I should play it again and try and go
That's what
through the whole game this time.
Yeah.
So yeah, and like Nathan said, Silk Song's been like around for about 20 years now,
It
and
does
it's
feel
just
like
not
it's
been
been that long.
released. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's ridiculous.
I mean, hey, if all of us want to replay Hollow Knight at a similar time, I'm down. I do want to revisit it and get the other endings and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'm more
yeah.
well versed with Metroidvania.
Another sequel to a game that I haven't played loads of, but it looks really funny from all the stuff I've seen on it, is Outer Worlds 2. All the like character perks, you can just give your character cataracts, like, and like a bad back. Like, there's just stupid character perks.
I had that
And I do really want to play the first Outer Worlds. I played it ages ago and I couldn't get into it. But having played Grounded, which is also an Obsidian game, and you know, Obsidian being hailed as very good developers. And now I'm a bit older, it probably will help as well, because I'm talking about I played this game on release, which was a while ago now,
We
so
were about
maybe I'll feel different about it.
when that game
Yeah,
came out. That's gonna make people feel old.
So yeah, Outer Worlds 2 I'm looking forward to. All the perks are really funny, and I do think the first game probably does have a good sense of humor. Maybe it's not in line with my sense of humor, but we'll see when I play it anyway.
That was in my list at the start of the year, and it's gone because other games came out and look cooler. I mean, yeah, it's on Game Pass, so that's not a terrible shout to play.
Yeah.
What's your number? Whatever you're on now.
I don't know. But this next game is a game that's trailer disappointed me, but I'm hoping it'll be good because me and the fans of this universe have wanted a game for a while. Game of Thrones King's Road, which is the iOS Android game.
Ooh. Isaac, good.
I
No,
really
mobile
just
game
want it
It's
to
not
be
gonna be
good. I want
good.
it.
It's a
I
mobile
It's a,
game.
to be
it's a
good
mobile
so
game. Come on now,
badly.
bro.
No, it's
That is
not.
I want it to
copium
be good so
extreme.
badly.
Different level of copium.
Dialed up to 11 there,
Yeah.
bro.
That is not
Okay,
good.
look. I just want it to be good.
It's not.
It's not going to be. It's not going to be. I know, but I want it
At
to
least
be
this is like.
so badly. So
God, if people see your list, you
Um,
have a
People-
fucking Game of Thrones mobile game above Death Stranding 2. One of them is anticipated
Oh,
games
you
of
will
okay,
be
it's because I've not played Death
crucified.
Stranding. I've not played Death Stranding. Okay.
I know, but
If
still.
people actually listen to this podcast, you would be
That's
crucified.
funny. Death Stranding
Look,
2
it's
below
fine.
it.
Look,
Game of Thrones.
I
game.
just want a good Game of Thrones game, please, please.
No.
That's all I want. Okay.
Tough.
Next up, we got another game that has been already been mentioned, Dying Light the Beast. I'm looking forward to playing this when it releases. I'm a fan of the Dying Light series and zombies as a whole, as you've probably noticed. So, Dying Light the Beast looks really good, and it's multiplayer, which I would like to play a Dying Light multiplayer game with multiple people who is not Nathan and Daniel Gray.
Hello.
So
Whoa, Game of Thrones toilet
Yeah.
simulator. Oh my gosh.
that'd that'd be fun to do that when it comes out.
Mm.
And from what I've seen, it looks a bit of like a blend between like two different fighting style types. Like you got the normal parkour melee fighting type, and then the infected volatile-esque fighting type, which looks interesting anyway.
Wait, what was the Game of Thrones game?
The next
called?
game, King's Road,
That's already out. It came out May
the
20th.
mobile game.
Yeah. Released May 20th. It has an average 1.7 out of 5 on
Oh,
backlog.
God.
Absolute
That's been
garbage.
butchered.
Can't even fucking play this shitty game.
Oh, shit, it is out.
Everyone says it's ass. You want to play it still, Isaac?
Wait, I'm actually.
It won't... How old's
Yeah.
your phone?
Well, I didn't
You might
realize
still be
this
on your
was
phone.
out, bro.
Maybe that's... Oh no, 'cause you still... Oh, wow.
What's it called?
Game of Thrones King's Road.
King's Road.
Oh yeah, my bad, guys. I didn't realize this shit was out already.
Yep, it's out. It's got 4.1 stars on Google Store.
Yeah, I don't trust those.
40,000
Yeah, me
reviews.
neither.
And that's like
but,
PlayStation,
yeah,
so
my
everything
bad.
is either
We'll
5
just
stars or
we'll
more.
just skip that. We've got Nathan and Daniel's 10 and my 9. The next game is technically already out. It's in game preview, but it's getting its full release, and it's a city builder game I absolutely love. It's The Wandering Village. I recently bought this game again because I played it originally on Game Pass, and I've been following its development. And it is a really fun city builder game. You build on the back of like an animal which roams around the world, so you get to choose where it goes. And whilst you build your city, obviously you have to manage the food and the water and whatnot. And I love city builder games, and I think it's a semi-unique idea, and the world of it is quite interesting as
What's it,
well.
Wandering
So
Village.
yes, it's a very fun game that I very much enjoy.
Okay.
Now we're into my top 4, which I come here at top 4 because they're all sequels to other games. And number 4 is Little Nightmares 3. I don't think this has a confirmed release date yet, but it is looking really good.
I've heard from previews it's not very good.
Oh,
It's
okay.
the worst one,
Well,
everyone said.
I'm not surprised, to be honest. I think it'd be hard to
'Cause,
stand up
yeah,
to the
the
first
devs
game,
left.
even though the second one did pretty good, I'd say. But yeah, I am looking forward to play Little Nightmares 3
Oh.
and Reanimal as well. I don't know when that is coming out, but definitely we'll play that.
Oh, yeah, I think
at some
Reanimal's coming out this year because they showed it in a Switch Direct, I believe, and they had 2025 release date. So
In
I
that
think-
case, I'm replacing Game of Thrones
Thrones.
King's Road with Reanimal.
yeah, Reanimal was really cool, and it's being done by the old Little Nightmares team as well. So yeah, because Supermassive is doing Little Nightmares 3, whereas they're doing Reanimal. So Reanimal looks cool. Oh, sorry, continue. Enough about Reanimal. Isaac?
Right, my next game is possibly a controversial one.
Is it your
High
second?
on Life 2.
Sorry.
This is my number 3.
Okay.
So High on Life 2, I don't think I actually realized how much I actually enjoyed playing the first High on Life game until I heard about High on Life 2 coming out, because I'm just really hyped for another game in this series. By no means is it the best. It's just fucking stupid. Like, it doesn't take itself seriously whatsoever until it does, and then it's actually good, at least in a semi sort of serious sense. But I liked the story for the first game, albeit it is pretty tedious at times. It's just the same thing over and over again. But the gameplay's fun, and I enjoyed the game. I enjoyed 100% in it as well, and I enjoyed the DLC. So I'm glad we're getting some more content in this world.
Isaac.
Don't know how they'll handle the whole controversy.
Oh yeah.
I've
I
got
think
hold
they'll
your
just
hand
get
when I
the Rick
say
and
this.
Morty people.
Yeah.
The new ones.
I'm gonna
Isaac.
hold your hand
I
when
just
I
need
say
to hold
this,
your hand.
Isaac.
High Life 2 is coming out next year.
What?
March 31st, 2026.
Man,
Bro, Google them.
Oh dear.
I did.
Google
It said
the
it came
dates.
out this year.
What did you
Okay.
Google? Just like
I just searched. Look, okay, it
Upcoming
don't
games.
matter.
Bro
Just-
Google when the release trailer.
At least I know my
reveal
top
trailer
2
came
are
out.
coming out this year. My top 2
Right.
are
Oh,
coming
okay,
out this
sorry.
year. Okay.
This is why. Because Xbox says it's coming out winter, whereas on backlog it says it's coming out next year.
Okay.
fuck is
this
See,
coming
I'm
out?
not a complete idiot. I'm
Let
not
me
a
go check the
complete
page.
idiot.
We'll see who's right.
Steam has no
High
release
on
date.
Life 2. No release date. That shit is not coming out this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
High
just
Life
says
1
winter
was so
2025.
annoying. I hated that. Well, okay, I didn't hate it. It was just
No,
It was
I loved
boring.
High on
I just-
Life 1.
think
I've
It's
not played
just
it.
I
think-
feel
I'm
like it's
sure.
one of them games where you can just turn your brain off and just fucking play the game.
I think
And I
because
kinda enjoyed
was
that,
after
so-
playing it, it was when I was like I had grown out of the Rick and Morty kind of like phase.
No, I
That's
didn't
probably
necessarily
why.
find it funny or anything
Yeah, but
along
when
the
that's like
lines
the
of that,
core
but
bit of the game is the comedy and it doesn't work.
no, I know, but I really like the universe as a whole as it was just taking the piss. Like there's an alien that just sells you cum.
Yeah.
That's just funny to me. I don't know why. It's just funny
Jesus
to me.
God.
So,
Fucking hell. Sorry.
look, I'm
well,
a child, okay?
you wouldn't understand indie games, bro. That is not
Yeah,
my
because they're not black or white or French. Anyway,
like my French films are
my number
cool.
two. Shut up, Nathan. My number 2 is Subnautica 2. This was my number 1 until I heard of another game coming out, which I'm sure you guys already realised what it is. But Subnautica 2, everything I've seen so far looks good, as
Yeah.
Daniel mentioned. He
Mhm.
sent me all the developer stuff, and I've watched them, and they look really good. The base one looks really good. The Q&A has me excited. Multiplayer, new planet, all sorts of stuff, which is just going to be amazing to experience for the first time. So I'm looking forward to that. And finally, my number 1, which is what I'm most excited for, mainly because it's coming out soon, and because I absolutely adore the first game, is Grounded 2. And I was not expecting this to come out when we were watching the Xbox showcase a few
And so
weeks
soon.
back. So, yeah, and so soon.
Although it is game preview.
So I don't mind it being a game preview, I'll be honest, but I'm just super excited for it. And there seems like they're adding loads of stuff which people requested for the first game, like mounts, different biomes, more diverse biomes, and just loads of new armors, loads of new weapons. And obviously it's getting a graphical enhancement as well, and everything I've seen on all the different bugs and the world as a whole looks really good. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to Grounded 2 the most.
Now it's time for our 2026 most anticipated game list. Everyone get your list up.
I'm not doing that, bro.
What?
Most anticipated games
doing
for
that.
next year.
Right,
We told you to
I'm
make a list.
ignoring this
I'm
guy.
joking. I got you though.
I was gonna say, bro. I
Those
was
are our
gonna
top
say.
10s for the rest of this year. Will they
Donkey
live up to a thing?
Kong!
Will we prefer them in the right order? I don't know.
Donkey
We'll
Kong.
find out,
No.
hopefully. I mean, to be honest, I won't end up buying these until like probably 2026, half of them.
I mean, hey, I was gonna
the money
lose to
struggle's
Game
real.
of Thrones. What was it? King's Blood?
Well,
Yeah,
It's called?
King's Road, bro.
King's
King's
Road.
Road.
Sorry.
yeah.
Get right.
But no. I mean, to be honest, I think the only one that I might enjoy more, the only one that has a chance of being my top this year is Evolution 3 or Subnautica 2. But Clair Obscure is probably going to stay at the top no matter what.
I think there's a good amount coming out this year. I think my
Yeah.
top 5 could easily
Yeah,
be
there's still a
my.
fair few things coming out.
Could be,
Yeah.
So yeah, we're by no means have we got like a bad rest of the year. We've all got something to look forward to.
yeah.
So
Donkey Kong.
onto our new weekly section now that we've got the main topic out of the way. This is something we kind of discussed the other day, so it is kind of experimental, but we're gonna have a bit of fun with it. Nathan, have you got a spin wheel ready?
No.
Go get one ready. Right.
Describe. Yeah. Talk about what we're doing.
Yeah, so I'll describe while you set up, just put our names in it. So, this is going to be a weekly series where now we will have a set order of rotation, but for now we're just deciding that order of a spin reel. So, the person whose week it is for this will select a game. Upon selecting that game, the other two will have to play a couple hours of this game. I think we'll decide whether it's 2 or 3 hours later on, but yeah. After that, they will obviously the game has to be something that we can either play via going game sharing, we already own, it's on Game Pass, or you're
I think
able to
this
go
game's
around
on
to
Game
one.
Pass.
We're able to invite one of each other around to play it for a couple hours on our device. But yeah, and once we get to that 2-3 hour mark, we will write a review about this game. So let's say I suggested. To be fair, it doesn't even have to be a game we've not played before, just a game to revisit or something. But let's say I suggested Doom 2016 to Isaac and Nathan. They'd play a couple hours of it, they'd write a review. If they played more, they'd write another review of what changed. But yeah. And essentially it's just a way of experimenting with games and like sharing with each other and whatnot. And I think it can be really fun.
Playing good games.
hmm So yeah, Nathan, have you got the spin wheel ready?
Yes.
Okay. Who will be our first ever person to suggest games in this?
The first person.
Me.
Click to spin. Clicking to spin.
Oh. Still spinning.
Me.
And it's me.
Nathan,
Have a winner,
okay.
Nathan.
Right. So So, what will
Bro
be
rigged
the
it.
first game ever featured on this
The
series?
game that you two have to play is an indie game that I adore. Severed Steel. It is a
Right.
movement shooter on Steam, so Isaac, you have to join our Steam library. It
Aw,
should run on your
man.
laptop. I'd be surprised if it
We
doesn't.
can sort that out.
But yeah, Severed Steel. That is the game.
You know, and we've got 3 copies of it, so.
And yeah,
Can I? Does it have controller support?
I'll go check. Probably does.
I don't have a
it
mouse.
doesn't. Suck it up.
Supports
You-
controllers, yes.
Use the touchpad.
Okay.
It has
I'm
controller
not using a
support, Isaac.
touchpad for 3 hours.
So
Isaac, it
Yeah,
has
it's fine.
it has Xbox control support.
I know.
it's better with a
Yeah.
mouse though, because obviously it's a movement
Right.
shooter. There we go. Severed Steel.
Yeah.
Peak.
Right, Severed Steel. We will be giving you our reviews on that game next week.
Next time will be Persona 5.
But we just thought this would be a
Yeah.
very fun way of making it a bit more interactive and sharing our passion.
And
Yeah.
you
We
know,
all
if
love
the viewers at
games.
home also want to
What?
play the game,
Yeah, go give it out and let us
team,
know what you
and-
think of the
let
game.
us
Yeah.
know what you think.
Yeah.
That'd be fun
Yeah.
too.
Love to see it.
Sure, Nick.
Should we figure out who's going to do next week now then, so we can just keep it in order?
Yeah, may as well.
Yeah, spin the wheel, Nathan.
Spin
Who's gonna be
wheel.
next? Next week we will have between me and Isaac. Come on.
It's
Me.
Daniel.
Let's go.
Um,
Okay, next week I will reveal the game that I'll be setting these guys. And
That's
yeah, so for now, wait till next week for the Severed Steel update, and I guess I'm not gonna be able to do the. In fact, I'll do my what we've been up to because I'm gonna have to go soon anyway. This episode's taken a long time. What's the time at the minute?
Yes.
Hour 43.
20 to 10.
Hour 43 gone down. Long one.
Yeah.
So
What have you been playing?
let me just get my week out of the way real quick. Playing. Obviously, we've been playing Helldivers 2. We love that game. I've been playing also a bit of Ark Ascended again. Me and Isaac also started a bit, but we didn't really continue because it's not a good game.
Yeah.
We got back into Cyberpunk, and I'm very excited for the patch 2.3, which we actually get some. Hopefully, we get some news in a couple days because it comes out in 4 days. And today, I have played about 3 hours of RE4, going back into my playthrough because I kind of left it on pause. Almost at the end now, so looking forward to that. In terms of watching, you guessed it, not watched anything.
Mhm.
I'm not the movies or show guy here, and when I am, I usually just rewatch it. But yeah, It's just been a very quiet week of me just like kind of gaming, learning guitar, and a lot of photography per usual. And yeah,
Fair enough.
that is my week.
I played. Oh well, I did the I've been looking at the Minecraft Vibrant Visual stuff. It looks really good.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't think. I thought at first I couldn't get it to work on my Xbox because it was a Series S. But I was just being an idiot, and I managed to get it to work eventually. Other than that, I've been playing some Astroneer with Harry. I want to keep doing that, but I think he's hungover today or dead. We genuinely don't know. So Harry, if you're hearing this, come play some Astroneer. Um, Other than that, Helldivers as usual, and not much else. Daniel's gone. Rest in peace. Watching wise, not watched any films with the exception of 28 Years Later. Like I said, very good film. Would recommend. And I have also watched a short series on Netflix called Bodyguard, which has Richard Madden in it, who plays Robb Stark in Game of Thrones. Great actor, and the series was really good. It was right up my alley of sort of this diplomacy linked with sort of basically Star Trekky sort of stuff, which
Yeah.
I like,
Boring, basically.
but not aliens. But sure, but not aliens. And I really liked it, so I would definitely also recommend that. Other than that, I don't really do much else.
You played Overwatch.
I don't want to talk about that.
Did you win any games in Overwatch? Because
Don't
all I
want to
remember
talk
is that
about
you just shouted at Freddy. That's it. Like about an Anna
that. Yeah, no,
shouting at him.
look, I just shout at Freddy anyway.
Freddy's not terrible at Overwatch. He's good at Overwatch.
Mm-hmm.
Why? No, I don't understand why you're playing Overwatch. It's just like why? There's so many good games out there, and you're playing fucking Overwatch. Is that everything?
Yeah, I'm not really done anything.
My turn. So profile. Going like my backlog. I've been on Resident Evil kick. I have been converted to a Resident Evil fan. I beat 3 remake, which I thought was really good. I was like, that this is really fun. Why do people not really like this game? And then I beat RE2, and I was like, okay, now I see people don't really like it because RE3 was a £60 game that's 4 hours long, which is insane. Um, yeah, it's basically just set pieces, which I enjoy. So I wasn't that bad. I was thinking because this game was so heavily criticized when I was going in, so I was like, okay, this game probably isn't good. Going to be that good. It's going to be pretty mid, but it wasn't. I was like, okay, this is actually really fun. But RE2 remake just kind of blows it out of the water. It's absolutely incredible. RE2 remake. It's the best survival horror game that I played. I think it's the pinnacle of the genre from what I played. What the fuck is that? Why is there a chainsaw going on in the background?
People racing. It's people racing
Jesus.
outside my house.
Yeah, I think
they'll be coming to your house soon, Nathan.
great. From a puzzle standpoint to the atmosphere, it's incredible. It's a 10 out of 10 game. Joining the ranks of the other 21 10 out of 10s. And then RE3, I'd give like a 7 out of 10. But I do need to go back into RE2 Remake to play the Claire route. I've only done Leon stuff. But yeah, incredible. Go play RE2 Remake. What else have I played? I don't think that's all I played. Watched. I found someone put on the Persona 4 anime, the dub on YouTube, so I've been watching that illegally. That's pretty fun. It's kind of nice to see just kind of more Persona 4, which I adore those characters. Watching wise, Stop Making Sense. Go watch that. It's absolutely incredible. One of the best things I've ever seen in my entire life. I rewatched Tropic Thunder. You've not seen Tropic Thunder yet, have you?
I started watching it and then I fell asleep.
It's so funny.
I will watch it.
Robert Downey Jr. is
personally didn't find
amazing in it.
Very funny, I'll be honest.
You said
I
you
hadn't
watched 10
finished
minutes of it.
No, I'd watched a bit longer than that, but I
It's
didn't really found it very funny.
Yeah, you don't know comedy. You watched Star Trek, so then I watched Team America World Police. That was fun. I like South Park, and It's just a fun kind of piss take of action movies and stuff. And then I could not sleep last. It was so hot last night. I don't know about you, Isaac, but I was dying of heat last night.
But yeah, it was absolutely boiling.
It's horrible. And so I couldn't sleep. So I stayed up all night. And then I thought I'm gonna watch Jackass, and I rewatched Jackass. You've not seen Jackass? Like, the thing with Jackass is like, it's not something you can really recommend to people because of what it is. It's people vomiting, people shitting, it's people hurting themselves, and a lot of people don't like that.
Of
But
course, you're into that.
it's just I rewatched the first two. Two, I skipped a lot of the stuff in there. There's stuff where like Steve-O puts like a leech on his eyeball, or he pokes a fish hook through his cheek, and they like fish him. Um, those are the two that and then there's another one where he puts like a saw trap on his head, and Preston, who's like he's the fat guy, he farts and it goes in through into the helmet Steve was wearing. It's like a fart helmet. So like it's crass, it's rude, but it's funny, so I don't really care. That's all I've really been watching. Go watch Stop Making Sense. It's really, really good. It's free on YouTube, actually. It's like an hour and 20 minutes. It's Talking Heads, which are a band, and it's absolutely incredible. But, yeah. Don't go watch Jack. Well, actually, no, you can watch Jackass. It's funny. I guess that's everything.
Yeah, Daniel did the outro earlier, but we're not going to use that one. This is the outro. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Remember, check us out on Spotify. Fuck you,
Amazon
Daniel.
Music.
And
Wow, that's not
we'll
very
see you all next time. We'll see you all next time. Not
Goodbye.
actually, Daniel. Not actually.
Goodbye.